Check, Mike, check, what it do? You just tuned in to another episode of Laughing at the Life with your boy DJ Rock One.
Your man, Mr. Sandman.
And check it out, man. Glad Joe wasn't here to join us on this episode, but we got somebody that y'all familiar with. You know, we call him our fact checker. He part of the production team. Man, y'all give a round of applause for RJ.
Look, check it out, man. This week we're gonna be hitting on a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of. If we want to go back and look at our phones, we got a lot of messages exchanged that we can put out there, man, and folks to understand the concept of this podcast. We got a lot going on in life, but you gotta laugh while things.
You gotta laugh, man. We do plenty of that shit, man. But look, Sandman gonna introduce the cigar we smoking. I'm gonna tell you what we drinking, and then we gonna go from there.
All right, man. Today we got this Southern Draw Jacob's Ladder. It's a stick made by AJ Fernandez. They say it's got a little espresso, cocoa, some leather. We gonna fire it up and come back a little bit later with a review of what we think about it.
And the drink choice of the night is Jameson, y'all. Y'all know we got St. Patrick's Day right around the corner. You know how we do. We celebrate all holidays, everybody. We don't discriminate against nobody, man. So what y'all gonna hear next is us lighting our cigars, and then we're gonna say shot, and we're gonna get into this shit.
Let's do it.
One of my favorite sticks, man. I've been messing with Southern Draw since he came and did a little show at our local brick and mortar. And excuse me, his cigars don't disappoint, man. Not gonna lie, I retro held mine, so off the muscle I got a little pepper. I ain't got no cocoa or no coffee or none of that yet. But
You got the leather side
I
of it.
don't know if it's white pepper or black pepper, but it's definitely pepper somewhere in there.
I feel.
Shots up.
Shots up.
Yes, sir.
Another great episode.
Man, how y'all week been, man?
For me, it's been straight, man. Pretty quiet. I love weeks like that. I don't have much going on, just taking care of the business I need to take care of and getting a lot of relaxation.
RJ, how your week been, man?
Man, it's been a long one, but I'm glad I got through it.
Man, my week, it's been, I ain't gonna lie, I love off days, but the type of job that I have, I don't get paid for my off days. I'm a truck driver, everybody know that. So I don't work for a company that pay you for your off days. Truck been down and I was off 3 days this week, worked 2. I'm just glad the weekend here, man.
You started out the weekend, I know you would enjoy getting paid, but after Sunday night, you probably needed that rest Monday morning.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
You know, Sunday night means something around here.
Yeah, we celebrate Sundays, y'all. It's just, you know, even though it's the beginning of the week, you know, we do church and all that, but you know, we try to make sure we start our week off right by kicking it, cooking, grilling, whatever you want to do. Come together as a family. We all, you know, we big on family-oriented stuff, man. So
That's great. We started the week off with bring your own steak. Man.
Bring your BYOS, man. One of my favorite, what is it? Not initials, abbreviations, or whatever you call it. BYOS, man. I be looking forward to them type messages.
We had some pretty good cuts this week.
Sure did. RJ missed it. I bought 2 T-bones and 2 ribeyes. No, New York strip. I know Sandman had a 19-ounce ribeye.
Yeah, that just was
I'm
huge.
talking about. I was a little jealous, and I had a pretty nice size T-bone, man.
So I had it bad.
Yeah, it was huge. It was I think it was the best one I've made this year.
That was definitely good. I don't know. I think you did something a little different on the seasoning this time, but normally how we do it, y'all, we do BYOS Sandman season it up, and I got a man to grill or whoever here.
It was a good day. It all came together.
Man, so gonna go right into our, this one of our favorite topics. We're gonna go sports, man. The doggone NFL free agency been crazy.
Man.
That's what made Monday such a good day. The free agency started Monday.
Well, I don't know.
That was one reason it was a good day.
Devin might like today more than Monday.
The start. We know some people don't like the process at all.
True. Like Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We gotta get RJ acclimated. He called me by my real name, but I ain't gonna hold him to it.
My bad.
Nah, you good, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It started off kind of shaky with me. Y'all know I'm a Seattle fan, and don't ask me how. We'll talk about how I'm a Seattle fan later. But man, we got rid of Geno, got rid of Lockett,
See,
got
that's
rid
why-
of DK.
That's why I say the week started out pretty good for me.
I don't know, man.
Also, like,
We got Geno. Saturday.
That's right.
Y'all did get Geno.
We got Geno Saturday. So he coming to Vegas. See if he a high roller or not.
I ain't mad though. Based on what I seen these last couple of days, we got Sam Darnold. I was a little skeptical, but he did have his best year last year. So,
And he got paid.
and he got paid. And then today we picked up Cooper Kupp, man.
So
Cooper Kupp.
now y'all got to go back, man, and y'all got to re-sign Tyler Lockett.
That's what I'm thinking, man. I really hope they go get Tyler
How
because
much,
that'll be
though?
perfect.
What is
How
that?
much though?
I don't think Tyler want a specific amount. I think he just want to play ball. I think he like being in Seattle, man. He done been there his whole career, so I think it's just more of a home thing for him than anything.
If I'm not, if I'm correct, he's always been the number 2 or 3 receiver, so
Oh,
he
yeah.
already had to be the man, which means he can't demand money. You know what I'm saying?
We got an Eagles fan, man. RJ an
Yes, sir.
Eagles fan, shout out
Go
to them.
Birds.
They won the Super Bowl this year. But they got down really almost dismantled their whole defense, man. Like
Yeah.
that
Most of our secondary left.
most of y'all secondary left.
But shoot, we trying to trade. We still trying to do some more trades and stuff like that. But we re-signed the people we need to re-sign.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of cap space to work with. I'm feeling pretty good because to me it looked like they preparing for the draft in Vegas.
But you know what? I don't know if it's just me, but I was thinking about it. Like, when Kansas City won the Super Bowl, it seemed like they just kept everybody. Like, did the Eagles not get the same money come in? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, they restructured a lot of their deals.
Yeah, that's what happened. They restructured, free up some money. Other like the team down in Texas, they restructured the contract and Jerry keeping the money. Y'all keep adding that paraphernalia for dude.
yeah, Jerry the highest paid player on their team.
I'm telling you, y'all keep adding stuff.
And you know what? It's,
Y'all just re-signed. Y'all just signed one of their players.
yeah, we just got we got DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm not mad at the pick, man. He was hurt most of last year, but I think he gonna come to Seattle a little healthy. You know what I'm saying? We picked up somebody off from Baltimore on the O-line, Josh Jones, I think that's his name.
But I'm gonna be honest, in Vegas, I think it's going against what everybody was projecting and thinking that they were adamant on bringing Shador there. But I don't think you go after Shador
Why not?
right now. You just signed Geno.
Yeah.
You got AO down there. Shador come in. Shador going in as a starter wherever you go. He ain't gonna go in. He ain't gonna go in as a starter in Vegas with Geno there.
Yeah, but if you draft him and let him sit behind Geno for a year,
You gotta look at the big picture.
yeah, that's the big picture. He gonna be the franchise quarterback still.
Now you gotta realize we don't get that opportunity. We not afforded that opportunity. Us is not. We not afforded that opportunity. They ain't gonna let him just come in and sit. He come in. They gonna demand he perform now, or he gonna be in the Canadian League in about 3 years.
Yeah.
Cause they're cutting saying he's not being productive or he's not pushing the other ones. We look at it as he getting acclimated to the league.
Right.
They looking at it as he not producing.
Yeah.
But either way, cause I'll be surprised come draft day if our first pick is not a running back. At number 6.
Y'all just signed. I think. You said that. I think y'all looking at guy from Boise State.
Yeah, Gente.
And then
Because
y'all-
they just signed most of it.
Yeah, y'all just signed.
Yeah, just signed most of it, but he got a 1-year deal.
Okay.
You know, we lost another running back, and if we lost him, he must not have been important to the team.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for the football season this year, man, because it's gonna look real different now. Like,
You made the comment earlier. You had to re-up your FanDuel account.
yeah, I reactivated, man. I wasn't gonna put no bets in. I wasn't gonna bet nobody, but it look like we trying to make a stride in the right direction. So,
That's good stuff. Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like in general though, like it's gonna like different. All the teams, not all of them. We got some that ain't really made no moves, but majority of them gonna look different. Like DK on Pittsburgh, him and
Yeah,
Pickens
that's
back
gonna-
there. That's
gonna be ugly.
crazy.
Now, one thing, and I hadn't heard today, what Pittsburgh planning on doing? I saw Russ met with one team yesterday, met with the Giants today.
I ain't know he met with the Giants.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe he's supposed to be traveling to one place and going to the other. I think it's the Giants and the Browns, I believe.
Yeah, but
You
they
gotta look make sure. But yeah, I think they waiting on Aaron Rodgers, to be honest. That's all I've been hearing.
I wouldn't.
That's all. It's either Aaron Rodgers been.
man,
still
Aaron
in
Rodgers
the
gonna
job.
cut Tomlin's career short. He either gonna develop real stress levels, or they gonna get rid of him. You know, Pittsburgh won a stable franchise. They don't get rid of coaches. Aaron Rodgers gonna make that man lose his job.
I think they should draft a quarterback, but I don't think they high enough to get a good quarterback.
They out there. I'm pushing for one. I'm calling his name. What we got about 6 weeks before the draft? I'm calling his name, man. He play over there between Central and Hollywood. Seth Hennigan, he gonna be a good quarterback somewhere, and they could take him in the 5th round, and they gonna get a good product whenever they get him. So you don't just have to have one of the top stars. You gotta look at.
I was surprised they let Justin Fields go. So
Yeah, I was shocked by
you're a
that
good
too.
young quarterback, but hey, if you want to get an old quarterback and figure it out,
I wasn't too surprised about that. And the reason I wasn't too surprised is because of George Pickens. All the whining that man did. And you put Justin Fields there, his game, he's going to think run first. You know, he got nice on. He's an NFL quarterback for a reason.
Yeah.
But he thinking, and we all have watched Pickens. Pickens will go 10 yards and stop running and stop blocking. He be on the sideline drinking Gatorade. Play still be going on.
But look, though, I was tripping though because now Pittsburgh got 2 crash shots on their team.
Oh, with DK.
DK over there, now him and Pickens. I don't know how this gonna work.
Yeah,
They gonna probably be one of the highest penalized teams though because
with offensive pass interference.
offense.
Hold it.
Yeah,
All
DK
sports
gonna
wise.
walk up and smack the referee or something like that. Yeah, he got 2 crash outs over there.
But I was happy for my other boy, though. Gainwell.
yeah.
Gainwell, I hate to see him leave Philly because he looked like he just gelled with the team, but
Yeah.
I think he got a good landing spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a good landing spot.
And we picked up AJ Dillon, so we can do tush push 12 more times.
If Jerry Jones don't change the rules.
Yeah, I'm saying if they don't change the rule, they're trying to get rid of it because they can't stop it. So.
Yeah, but I don't understand. It's no difference than any other. If you at midfield and you got a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, every team does it. I don't know why they want to penalize Philly for doing it on the goal line.
The Bills did it when they lost to the Chiefs, and they just didn't get it. And now they talking about getting rid of it. It's like, y'all did it.
Yeah.
Because they can't stop it, man. You know, they feel like if they can't stop it, now they got to try to change the rule. And look, I'm watching. When I tell y'all, man, a couple years we're going to be watching NFL going to be
Flag football.
flag football league, man. It's going to be terrible. The ratings going to go down. They'll have to go back to that what everybody loves, man.
Yeah, well.
Especially when the
Make-
fan bases stop buying merchandise and all that.
And see, that's the bad part. They ain't gonna stop doing it. This stuff with their star on it. That's every year in Dallas, you end up buying 6 or 7 more jerseys if you're a diehard fan. Cause
Yeah,
some of them people they bought in this week. Every time he hit the thread, we were like, "Who is that?"
Yeah, they getting unknown. They getting folks out the street.
Yeah, we don't know who they are. Come from Rockville University in Boise, Idaho. We don't know where they coming from.
Man, look, since we talking about sports, man, I don't know. I know y'all seen it because we done discussed it. Y'all saw the old girl hit the other chick in the back of the head with the baton in the track meet, man.
That was crazy.
That was one of the worst cases of unsportsmanship I have seen
Man, that's crazy.
in a long time. Honestly, since what's the girl name? Give me Tanya Hardin. Tanya Hardin hit Nancy Kerrigan, man. Well, she had her hit in the Olympics to beat. She knew she was beat, but what I didn't get and understand her motive, it was the second leg of the race. They had 2 more legs to go.
That was a relay.
Yeah, it was a relay. It was on the second leg. She was pumping her fist. Yeah, she
Man,
was.
She popped the shit out of that girl. Then gave the girl a concussion.
They
Went
checking her
on-
for a crack skull.
Went on a press conference and shit
Yeah,
talking
I was,
about she didn't mean to do that. Not the type of player. We're like, bro, you look at the video, you
It
clocked her.
And
ass, like-
and she like look at other angles. Every
Like,
angle make it
every
look
angle,
worse.
yeah.
look worse.
You ain't gotta look at other angles to see how you just clocked her.
Hey, man,
Because she wasn't even running that hard before she passed, so you can't say you just got into it, man. You
Now, if she
clocked
want to
that
say she
girl.
was bumping her, I can see, because that was close.
Yeah,
But hitting in the head is crazy.
look, man, Mookie Betts swing a bat about the same speed.
Right, yeah.
She hit that girl upside her head.
Man.
Like, come
I'm
on,
talking
man.
about, oh, girl instantly fell to the ground. Like,
But
talking about you ain't trying to do that shit. You hit her hard enough for her to fall.
I give it up to her parents. No, her dad issued an apology. Her coach just as unsportsmanlike as she is, cause he didn't apologize. And he the coach of the team. In his head, he probably was mad cause they lost the Heat too. Because after she realized that girl went off the track, she slowed down. But in the beginning, she didn't slow down at all. She whacked her and kept running.
Man, I can say I'd have been on when I was on the track team. If one of our players got hit in the back of the head with a baton, whole track team would have went over there and wore whoever that ass out. That's just coming from even though the school I went to really wasn't just, but the niggas
just part of being the
it's
team,
just
man.
part of being the team.
But they might have been just like the rest of the arena or the stadium. They probably would have shocked as anything. Like, did she really just hit her like that, man? She clocked that girl, bro.
I'm surprised the girl that got hit parents that run on the field and.
Well, her mom did. Her mom said she ran when she saw what happened. She ran to the infield where she was. She ran where she was, but dude, of course, mama gonna see it because mama watching her daughter in the heat. But a lot of fans probably never even saw what was going on, and there's no excuse for that, man.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. There's like Joker getting dunked on, spraying on the person they dunked on. You know,
Like, that's part of the game.
part of the game for real. But
Look, they even said I'm sorry, I'm good. I think her name was Aaliyah. Aaliyah Everett is the one that hit her with the baton.
I
They
ain't sure it
said
sound right.
the mama was on her side talking about my daughter is a wonderful young person who did not intend for any of this to happen.
No, she
Aaliyah
didn't
is
intend to get
innocent.
caught.
We approve it. We will.
Like, we was doing this. So, I can't hear them.
Internet's still up. Y'all, bear with us, man. We going through some turbulent weather here in the 901, and the power keep flipping. That's the third time in the last 15 seconds that the power flipped. So just bear with us.
Okay.
Yeah, till it get up. I ain't know that about the mama though, man.
Thank you, too.
That's some bullshit right there. Man, she hit that girl hard no more. If y'all look at the different angles, y'all can tell. Like me, every angle look worse.
Now she want to.
And she a teenager. She a teenager. A junior. Was it that serious? They might can't prove she did it intentionally just because of the motion, but if you ever ran track and know the concept, you know she ain't have to have that baton that high. I mean, she could have hit the girl in the back, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Yeah, she could have tricked him. It'll look better than what she did. Hey, man, dude, wash his hand. I just saw the paper towel. That don't mean the white hand. He must got a bag. He was empty that motherfucker. And we still buffering. God. And I ain't even seen my.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. We were having technical difficulties. Like I said, they got some type of little storm that's supposed to come through here, y'all. So, man, we're gonna keep going. Like I said, we left off talking about the motherfucker with the baton.
You ain't called the little girl a motherfucker, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I bet it's what the girl that got hit parents said. That motherfucker hit my
No.
mother.
The girl that got hit said that. Like,
Right.
that motherfucker just hit me. But we can't call it.
But well, the young lady, sorry. But like even they said she faced misdemeanor charge of assault and battery. All that, man.
I mean, hey,
From their attorney, Miss Bethany Harrison.
Yeah, she still might beat the charge.
Yeah.
But for those of us that's been around track and seen people run and seen the exchange of the baton, that didn't look like a track motion.
No, it didn't.
Told you, man, Mookie Betts don't swing that hard, I don't think. And he an MVP.
Right.
2 times.
That's
Let's
crazy.
say 2 times.
I think so.
You giving props to a Dodger.
Hey, we ain't talking about them, man.
I like this. The Dodgers good, but I just hate that y'all got.
Yeah, I do
also-
know opening day coming up too in a
Yep.
few weeks. You know.
I'm kind of sad.
Let's go Braves.
Anything but fantasy. I take bets by the game. We can I make it easy. We can bet a quarter game. By the end of the year, I have what? At least $25. And I know we're gonna win 100 of them.
Y'all might not. Y'all might slow out, man.
Come on, man.
They
got-
have the All Star team.
Yeah, we got the
They have the
best.
whole
They might
NL
slow
All-Star
out,
team.
man. You know how this.
We got the
goes.
best
I hope
team
so,
money.
because they shouldn't have been the Yankees.
And since we talked, we re-signed and gave our manager an extension. So we got that stability. He ain't looking over his shoulder.
He wasn't doing that no way. After it was one of the World Series.
Yeah, well, he won the World Series within the last 5 years, and they still was, diehard fan wanted his job, but he gonna make it happen. That's right. But y'all had a tragic event this week that I was glad to share with you on the text thread.
I don't
Somebody
know.
had the Tommy John
Derek Cole-
surgery.
Derek Cole had Tommy John surgery. I don't know why he waited until spring training
I don't understand why
figure
folks
out-
wait so long.
Did he not
to do
get
that.
hurt in spring training?
He's been dealing with an elbow injury for the longest, but he never would check it out fully.
Okay.
So he just played through it, and then he did his first game the other day, and he did terrible,
couldn't compete.
and he couldn't finish it, and he said he had soreness in his elbow.
Man, I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be pulling for him and praying for him, cause you don't know too many people that bounce back from Tommy John. Not bounce back at the caliber they were before they got hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they make
they
it.
be a little step slower and
Yeah.
I mean, it make you throw harder, but it really don't help if
Just
you
like,
the pitches and stuff like that.
Acuna said that he gonna play more smarter since he had his rehabbing the ACL injury. So
Yeah, but how do you play hard when it's always been instilled in you to play the way he
he
plays?
said he gonna try to play smarter. So I'm interested to see what he mean by that.
Well, once again, going to the quarterbacks that look like us, if they feel like he ain't putting out max effort, what that's gonna do for his career? You understand what I'm saying?
Like he an MVP candidate. He gonna do his thing every time.
Yeah, that's what I said. I can't see him hitting the ball to right center field gap and stopping at a double just because they might throw me out at third.
Yeah.
I still see him going all out. He gonna do that for sure.
Yup. Hey, so are y'all? Well, I know Sandman, RJ is too. I know Sandman dabbled in wrestling a lot. He's still a full participant in wrestling. I don't know how much RJ was, and I know I don't watch that much unless I'm around
Probably 4 days a week I watch.
my dad. But I see Tubi got a new wrestling thing coming out called WWE Evolve, man.
Okay.
And they saying this focused on like the rising talent.
And see, I don't. I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to see that. Is because they show you the things that make wrestling not real. You understand when they showing them the moves of how to counter this and how to counter that.
Okay.
I've been in wrestling, man, long time, and
You been wrestling a long time?
into wrestling a
Okay.
long,
I didn't know you was a wrestler, man.
Hey man, it depends on what kind of combat you talking. But on the real, I remember back in the day where you didn't want to sit at the Mid-South Coliseum, man. Back in the day when we used to go to Monday Night Wrestling, you didn't want to be in that bottom section,
Yeah.
you know, because you saw too much.
Mm-hmm.
But they're live, and anybody that's out in the audience listening to them that were around the time of Monday Night Wrestling here in Memphis, Lance Russell and Dave Brown, they commentated the match, and you heard it all over the stadium.
Right.
You know, now you go and you only hear it on TV.
Yeah, see, I ain't never wanted to go to one. Even when I was into wrestling like that, I never wanted to go.
Yeah, but see, that's why. I mean, and that might be a good thing. I see they put out a press release on it, but I'm just my thoughts.
I feel you though, like that. It's kind of like how they do the, you know, when they show like the UFC fighters training to try to get in the UFC, and well, even though UFC real, but
Hold on, wrestling is real.
I mean, you're right. Wrestling is real. My bad.
Hey,
But,
I'm talking about though, like you know, like the build up to it. I understand. Yeah.
it sounds like remember they did the show with NXT?
yeah,
It said that what it sounds like.
and they show that on WWE now, even on the Netflix version of Raw and SmackDown from time to time. They show them what they got the award center. They show that.
Okay. Because because NXT had like the upcoming wrestlers and who was gonna make the main roster. That was back then, and then now NXT is its own brand, and they have their own shows and stuff like that. They have their own belt and everything like that.
Hey man, we talking about we talking about wrestling. Look, we recording on Friday, March 14th, man. I'm gonna give a shout out, man, to my boy Street Profit. They just won the belts tonight.
Dope.
So give a shout out to the Street Profits, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Street Profits, man.
Yeah. So I have to just,
Hey man, I bet you still got action figures done. You used to play with action figures.
I don't know. I had to go in the attic at my dad's house. I might have a few. And for real, I know I got some G.I. Joes. I got some, since you talk about action figure, I got some G.I. Joes up there. Yeah.
Hey, but look. First of all, before I go into this, shout out to the Memphis Tigers, y'all. Y'all know we big Tigers fan, real self RJ. He a Duke fan. And we'll get into that in a minute. But
And live in the 901.
shout out to the Tigers, man. They did everything in their power to try not to get us the win today, and we pulled it out.
And the bad part, that was the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
That was the quarterfinals, man. Come on, man. Give Penny his props, man. Penny got these boys playing. And
And Haggerty.
went off.
Oh,
The boy had 42.
42.
Went off. And should have had, if they'd have called fouls, he could have at least had 45, 46 if they'd have gave him a few and ones.
But the reason I brought up the Tigers, and I'm finna go into the NBA, man, and I thought this was pretty cool. Did y'all see that Tyrese Halliburton shot he did to win the game?
Yeah, like fadeaway three.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it.
Win the game. You ain't see it?
I didn't.
Oh man, it was like 3 seconds left on the clock. He inbounded, passed it to Hart. Hart gave it back to him, just chunked it from the 3-point line. Won the game. It was like 1 point. It was 1 point in front of. I think it was the Knicks.
Hey, man.
But they are the Knicks. But
On the comedy side of that,
Pacers.
is that the first shot he done made since the Olympics?
look,
Nah.
I'm tripping, yeah. I
He
don't
had a
put
couple
two
good
teams.
threes
I don't put two teams together.
You-
Tyrese Halliburton did hit a big shot.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a 4-point play, but I was talking about
The Pacers.
I was talking about what's the dude that changed his shot that played for the Knicks.
Mikal Bridges.
Bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Bridges hit this shot. The one I'm talking. My bad. I put two. I was thinking too fast, looking at something and thinking. Yeah, Bridges hit a big shot, man. Won the game for New York.
Okay.
Well,
Glad he found his shot.
I don't know if he found it. I think he really prayed on them.
That thing ugly.
hey, this really might be the best year in the NBA as far as them jockeying for playoff position.
Yeah.
You really see they going all out.
Yeah, because once the Mavs lost Luka, they dropped to like 10 seed, I believe.
But they not only lost Luka, they lost Kyrie. So
and AD. So
yeah, they lost AD when he first got there, but they not. You don't see what's that load management. You don't see that going on. These players playing for playoff position, but I don't think none of them want to come to the grindhouse because we got some real talent down there at the grindhouse.
yeah.
Man, I love watching Memphis play any sport, man. But I need all Memphis teams to know that they are better than what they are putting out, man. It's like we get on the field and be like, "Oh, we can hoop for real," and you be like, "Bro, you supposed to notice that at the beginning of the game."
But if you look at like the game of the night against KD, and if y'all heard KD and Booker in the
Talking to Cam Spencer.
well, they were talking to Cam Spencer in the locker room, but Booker said it better. Man, you come to Memphis, you got to fight. No matter if they got their stars on the court, whatever, you got to fight. Everybody know that. That's what I said, man. It look like teams now are stepping up when they stars go out. They know they got to do it. But it's up to all these head coaches that's not falling for that load management and stuff. They ain't letting they stars just sit out because it ain't a meaningful game.
Did y'all hear what Draymond said about OKC?
Yeah.
But you know, at first I didn't understand what he was saying, but now I get it. He was saying like basically OKC don't put fear in nobody heart.
Yeah.
Now, they don't put no fear in their heart, but they run their tongues out their mouth.
Yeah,
Because you ain't got to be scared of them. You just got to keep up with them.
right.
They're a good team, but I just don't think they're gonna go far. They like
It's hard to say.
they like Cleveland to me, to be honest. Because Cleveland good, but I think if they go against the right matchup, they gonna get worked out in the playoffs.
Yeah,
It's going to be hard,
but you gotta play all 4 quarters with them boys though. You
Yeah.
can't.
I ain't gonna say it's a sweep, but it is. You can beat it. They beatable.
but see, you got to look. If I'm not sure, I think right now Golden State sitting at the 10th spot. So it might be a psychological thing with them trying to get in OKC head before they meet in the playoff.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Golden State has been winning since they got Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler.
buckets.
Yeah, my dude, transmission guy,
Transmission, the mechanic.
mechanic. He work out, but he'll snap that transmission out your car. if you
One
need.
hand. Nigga strong as hell. Who snatching transmission with one hand?
Yeah, with a cigar in his mouth. No, we graduated from the cigarette, so he got a cigar in his mouth.
And Golden State done went to the 6th seed now.
That's how.
They in the 6th seed now? Wow. Hey, I didn't know that. They were. I
The
thought
other
it was
day-
like you. I thought they was at 10.
When I saw it the other day, they were at 10 and Phoenix was at 11.
I don't think Phoenix gonna get together.
Phoenix had 11, Grizzlies at 4, Lakers at 5, Golden State at 6.
Our Lakers done lost a couple games, so they dropped.
Yeah, but look like they.
But you know, that kind of show you though what like. We ain't even gonna get into the LeBron topic, but when LeBron got hurt,
Still.
they couldn't close out.
That's my guy. Glass Joe ain't with us today. That's the only King James hater that I know.
That ain't the only one I know, but the other ones ain't here, so.
I got you.
But I'm glad we got RJ on the pod, man, today. What about your boy, man? Cooper Flag hurt.
Hurt my soul. I was at work listening to it, and that was the first thing I heard when I turned it on.
How long he out for? I ain't really looked at the injury report or whatever.
Yeah, I know he ain't play today.
Yeah, he didn't play today.
We didn't play today, even though we just beat UNC, and they said he's expected not to play in the championship.
I think the coach said they're not really trying to hurry him back to
Yeah,
get back in or something like that.
we not trying to rush him back too,
Yeah,
so he can
yeah.
play in the tournament.
But
I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's a hooping. Hey, I like I said, we don't discriminate. That's a hooping white boy, man.
Hey, man.
That boy got game, dog.
But when I saw it yesterday, I saw him go down. Okay, he hurt, but when he went to the bench and the trainer touched it, and he like fell forward. I was like, this not good.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And then they tried to carry him out. Of course, none of them was as tall as he was. And I looked, when I saw him in that wheelchair, I was like, this ain't no good look.
Yeah, they say it's just a high ankle sprain, so it just depends on how he recovered from.
You being a Duke fan, man, only thing I can tell you, man, don't be a 1 seed get beat by a 16.
Well, I mean, UNC just put up a good fight, so I can't.
I ain't gonna
That's a
lie.
rivalry.
I think
It is,
I
but
think
that's a good rivalry.
the beauty of like being not being 1 seeded because you expected to win and you sometimes underestimate people that like you said don't get beat by a 16 seed. And them boys might come to play, and you thinking like, hey, they 16, we can handle them. But no, that ain't the case.
Every night. But you got to realize now the way they do those playing games, they don't necessarily put the 4 worst teams in.
No.
They just randomly pick teams. You know, and I'm not happy about that. Well, we're going to discuss the tournament seeds and all that next week, man. But I'm not happy. And if I could interject, today I was listening to the Tiger game, and this man said the Tigers were projected to be an 8th or 9th seed in the tournament because they were only 3 for 14 against the spread. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah,
That's Vegas, man.
that's almost kind of like the analytics, right? They going by analytics and all they talking about because somebody said they supposed to beat this team by 10 and. Like they were talking about it a lot, like talking about how we be projected to beat a team by 10 and barely win. And I'm like, a win is a win.
A win is a win because everybody gonna come play every night. It don't matter. But I look at them as we doing this podcast right now. They 26-5.
26-5.
Who been looking at the spread other than the people that's making the bracket? And I bet you. When they played UConn, wasn't nobody looking at the spread because they were underdogs.
Right.
When they played Michigan State, they were underdogs. They won those games. Clemson on the road, they won. They've been doing it, and I think it's just a level of disrespect for the university and their program.
What's up?
Yep. But check this out, y'all. We're gonna take a small pause for the calls, and we're gonna get right back with y'all. Mike, check what it do, man. It's your boy DJ Rock One. We just want to thank y'all for tuning in, listening to another episode of Laughing at the Life, man. Make sure y'all go and follow us on all social media. We on all streaming platforms. We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on YouTube, we on Apple Podcasts. We on Spotify, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. We just trying to get the following up, man, and we trying to get everybody to rock with us, man. We just appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We get updates every day about how many listens we get, and we get excited about it because more people find out about it, man. So just continue to like and share, subscribe, and keep tuning in each week to see the crazy stuff we talk about, man. We appreciate y'all. Welcome back, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Laughing at the Life. And, hey, something I've been kind of seeing on my TikTok and everything, man, is I'm guessing they're gaining a lot of notoriety about themselves.
Notoriety.
Yeah, yeah, he said it for me. ATL Black Orchestra, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been kind of enjoying seeing just black people get together and create. You know what I'm saying? They say, they always say we wild and can't do nothing together, but when you have something like this that people don't really talk about.
And I'm gonna be real, man. I wish when I was playing the violin back in the day, I wish somebody would work with us on contemporary.
Might play the violin.
I played the violin.
This nigga 4 and played the violin, yeah.
I played the violin, played basketball and football, playing the violin.
and they got asthma. That's crazy. As a mother.
That really is crazy because as much as I smoke, but yeah,
Cigars, you guys. Cigars. He's talking about cigars, you know.
yeah.
But they called the Orchestra Noir. Noir. I don't know how. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Hey, I think it's interesting, man. They cover all type of music: classical, jazz, blues, hip hop, R&B.
But they jamming.
They
That's
bumping though.
They
Well,
bumping.
hey, look. Once we start putting video to the pod, y'all, we gonna start adding clips in so y'all can see what we see. But right now, just kind of close your eyes and
And but
visualize what we got
we gonna
going
give
on.
shouts out to greatness though.
Yeah, that's like I said, man.
Black excellence.
Cause I think here they do like a little. It's like a little. I can't think of the name, but I know it's candlelit. A whole bunch of candles, and it's like a black, or it's like a black orchestra. They play all type of music, dog, and I think it's dope.
My guy retired before I did, a little bit before I did, and at his retirement party, he had a violinist, you know, from the greatest high school in the country, the School of the Stars, Watkins Overton High School, 1770 Lanier Road, Memphis, Tennessee.
You the only one proud about your high school.
I am.
And know the address.
And know the address still. 1770 Lanier Avenue. Lanier Road, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Stop by if y'all want to see some stars.
Don't
in
stop
action.
by. It ain't no stars in there. I
Nah,
promise it ain't.
They ain't gonna let you in now, but stop by.
Hey, so look, since we on the music topic, and I know we kind of covered a little bit of it, but the whole Kendrick Super Bowl performance is still being talked about.
Really?
So with that being said, I don't like today. I was in a conversation and somebody said that was the worst halftime show they ever seen. So if you had to pick, if y'all can go back to all the Super Bowls y'all seen, what's y'all? We ain't gonna do 5, top 3. What's y'all top 3 Super Bowl shows that you can remember?
Sing live or
Yeah,
just
just seen it, like watching Super Bowl. What's your top 3?
sing?
I'm gonna go with mine. And I ain't see it live because I wasn't watching football back then, but I did see, like, I went back and seen it on YouTube or whatever. Number 1 got to be Prince for me.
Respect.
Number 1 got to be Prince. Also, well, my number 1 is a little toss-up because you can't beat the whole Janet Jackson titty thing. I think that was some cold shit right there.
Yeah, but you was young enough to
Yeah, I
just ignore
seen
it.
that. Yeah, I was watching that one because I almost licked the TV screen. That's how. Shit.
You was young enough to do that
Yeah.
one.
Like I said, Prince. What was it? Janet Jackson. And I'm a fan of Bruno Mars. I think the whole Bruno Mars halftime show was dope.
Now, I'm go number 1 with Prince also.
Yeah.
But you got to realize the significance of Prince.
Yeah.
It started raining
Yeah.
during Purple Rain.
Everybody,
Everybody,
Purple Rain show.
everybody they just sprayed water. No, it started
started
raining
raining, yep.
during that performance,
Yep.
man. Number 2, I'm gonna give it up to Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
When I can't tell you how many times I watched that performance. Dude had a meaning. It might not have been good for everybody, but he put it out there. Some people don't want to hear your message,
Yeah.
but he put the message out there, and he did it. He did it in a non-disrespectful manner. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then number 3, I'm gonna give it up to Bruno, cause Bruno had a party on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a party. They had a good time. I just seen plenty.
With honorable mention, I like when they put Dr. Dre out there. He brought out Snoop
that
and
was
50, and I think that was dope as shit too.
Yeah, that was a nice.
And now I'm not a Beyonce hater, y'all. I just, that's not my lane. I know somebody gonna be like, Beyonce had the best. She did good. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good show, but them my top 3.
Yeah, that's okay.
RJ, what you got on your top 3?
My third, I'm probably gonna say Justin Timberlake when we won the Super Bowl. But I'm a Justin Timberlake. I won't say fan, but I like
901, man.
Yeah, he's from Memphis, but I like his music as well.
Okay.
2, I'm gonna have to say Prince because I did see that live and him playing Purple Rain while it was raining. That's undefeated. That's an undefeated moment.
You're right.
Number 1 is probably Michael Jackson, and it's just because Michael Jackson is probably my
That
favorite.
nigga wasn't floating for real. Hey, yeah, you gonna put Michael Jackson up there, man.
Michael Jackson
He ain't
held,
had no jetpack on flying.
that man held the pose for like 15 minutes and they had the whole stadium going crazy. I don't know what you're trying
well,
to say.
That was Mike. He captured crowds.
He was like that.
He captured crowds, but going back, like I said, that Prince moment, that took it because at first I bought into they were just spraying water. Nah, realized they was in the open stage. It started raining at that moment.
That's an
Well, let me tell you,
moment.
it was raining when he played.
Yeah, that's an unexpected moment that you can't repeat.
Hey, before we keep going though, what y'all think about these cigars, man?
I'll be real, I like it, and you know I'm a robust old, type of dude.
Right.
Everything I smoke is, at least Maduro. I'm gonna smoke this. This tastes good right here.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, well, look, y'all. So just a small disclaimer: RJ getting into the whole cigar scene.
Yeah.
So this might be a lot different from what we normally give him to smoke or what he buy. So this is just, this it's a rookie opinion, but this is what he getting from it, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I'm smoking it slow, but I still like it.
Big Rod, he taking your place.
yo, Big Rod, he taking your place, big dog.
You don't like smoking with us anymore.
But
We'll talk about that on another
I'm
episode.
not, I taste a little coffee, but I get more chocolate than coffee.
Okay.
So I like it.
This,
And it's got a nice draw. So
You
it's
got an
burning
excellent
good.
draw.
Yeah, it's burning good.
Shout out to Robert Hope, man. That's the founder of the Southern Draw thing, man. Good dude, good brother, man. But we're gonna go right on to the next segment, man. One of my favorites is the life and part, dog. Y'all know how we do it, man. What's something that has stuck with y'all this week? You know what, like that little reflective moment. Something you just been like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I told you. This been a great week for me.
Right.
On Monday, man, I celebrated 36 years in the greatest fraternity of mankind, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And
Y'all are the ones that say ski we don't.
Fred so nice, you got to name it twice.
Ah,
man.
okay.
K Sci-Fi New Pi.
Okay.
Shout
Talk
out-
your shit.
Shout out to 10 Pieces of a Dream, man, and my reflective moment, and it's probably been, I can't even tell you the number of years, I actually touched base with all 9 of my line brothers. All 10 of us are still living, and we all touched base together on Monday. That was a great feeling, man. Just knowing we all were celebrating in our own way.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I took
36 years is a long time. You said 36, right?
36 years. Now, I took 3 shots. About 20 years ago, I'd have took 10, one for each one of us, and 10 for the founders. I done got up there, man. I don't know if I can do 5 shots and walk right.
No, I don't think you can do 5 either and walk right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just being honest.
But I did 3 for Phi Nu Pi.
Shout out to Five New Pie. They had their little anniversary or whatever. I sent him the little Tony anniversary thing. He ain't replied back to me. So
Yeah, because that's a different type of anniversary.
It's still talking about anniversary though.
Yeah,
So.
but that reflective moment, man. I think back to that night, bro, that we crossed, and it was a week that spring break started. We crossed on a Friday night. Spring break started that Friday. We watching folks literally pack up their cars to go home, and we on the yard like, man, we gotta stay here all spring break. Like, man, they wrong. That's how we were thinking, that we gotta stay here. But we crossed that night, and when we walked out the building that we crossed that, man, it was so many students on campus still there. They knew we were crossing. We just didn't know we were crossing. And man, that's my reflective moment. Just think about that night that it happened. At Austin Peay State University, Clarksville, Tennessee. I used to remember that address too, but since they weren't happy about me being a student there, I didn't think it was really a need to learn the address.
Man, my reflective moment this week, dog. Something that I be trying to tell myself, man, that it's like just to speak your truth is where I'm really really where I'm going with it, man. Sometimes, dog, we try to hold back from hurting people's feelings or not saying that it could be too late. And shit, honestly, I done got to the point in my life to where, like, if I don't say what I gotta say, it bugs the fuck out of me. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta get it off my chest, dog. I gotta say it
I got you.
because, yeah, like I said, I won't sleep right if I don't say it. So
What's up for you, okay?
that was my reflection moment.
I ain't
Speak the
the
truth.
dude. I ain't the dude. I'm tell you what's on my mind at that moment.
Yeah, I be trying not to hurt nobody's feelings or whatever, but sometimes some shit gotta be said because it gotta be said. Like,
If you under 15, I might not say nothing to hurt your feelings.
you can be two, and I'm gonna let you know.
Nah.
No holds barred over here. DJ Rock one gonna let you know. RJ, you new to this, man. You done had a reflective moment this week, or some of this stuff. Even if you didn't, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just go through the motions of the week and don't even think about it. But
For sure. I had a reflective moment. I had a long week, man, of work. So, and then I also was trying to do school. So, my reflective moment was, man, just push. Sometimes you gotta push through it.
push through it, keep going.
To get where you want to be in life.
I know I fuck with it.
Cause work was whooping my butt, but I had to stay up, do some long nights of studying and school work. So, I just had to push through, even though I didn't want to. Sometimes I wanted to go to sleep.
It's gonna pay out, bro.
For sure.
Hey, I like everybody's responses. We gonna slide right into our AITA with this "Am I the asshole?" And look, we got somebody reading it for us, and we're gonna introduce her to y'all as Cousin Pooh. So do your thing.
What's up, everybody? This is Cousin Pooh back at you again with the Am I the A-hole? This one is called Am I the A-hole for telling my neighbor I am not her personal grocery store? I am a 30-year-old female living in a rental that also has another rental house on the same property. I am a single mom who works a full-time job. My new neighbor is 40 and she moved in at the beginning of November. It has constantly been pestering me for different groceries. Her husband makes $60,000 a year according to her, whereas I make about $18,000, excuse me. She's home all day and gets the mail for both houses. Right before Thanksgiving, I went to the grocery store and had to go to several because most of the stores were out of things. She waited until the Wednesday before Thanksgiving to do her shopping, and they were out of a lot of things. She sent me a long text with about 20 to 30 things that she needed. I told her I didn't have most of those items, but I had a few. She begged for what I had, and since I had extra, I gave her what I had. I gave her 3 jars of peanut butter, 4 cans of green beans, 6 cans of beans, and 2 cans of cranberry sauce. She said thank you, but never offered to pay or replace them. The first week of December, she asked me for more items, but I didn't have any of those items. She repeated this the second week. I ran errands on Sunday, and then she sent me a text with about 80 items that she needed me to shop for. I told her I didn't have the extra money for one, and second, I don't have time to keep shopping for 2 households. She got really upset and told me it wouldn't take that much longer to pick up her 80 items. I told her I wasn't able to. So tonight my cell phone chirped for a text message while I was giving my son a bath. Within 2 minutes, she's banging on my door because she needed peanut butter, milk, evaporated milk, condensed milk, and butter. I told her that I have to stretch my food dollars and cannot afford to keep giving them groceries. She replied that I was getting snapped. She knows this because she accidentally opens my mail constantly. I told her I don't get very much and I was just qualified on this Friday and I had to buy baby food for my son. She told me I was being an a-hole because they didn't qualify for any help and the least that I can do is help them when they needed help. I may be the a-hole because I refuse to shop for her, but we have 7 different grocery stores within 7 miles and all of them have delivery available. And you guys, I'm guessing that people on Reddit was showing her up because she left an edit. And it says, a lot of people have mentioned WIC and food stamps. None of the food that I gave her was purchased with either program. As a child, I have food insecurity, so I usually buy a few extra things that I have each time I have a little money.
I'm gonna be the first one to say something. No, you ain't the asshole. You are sound like a single mother. If I don't know if you said it in there, but a single mother, and you doing everything by yourself. So no, you're not the asshole. Oh, this woman got a husband, and I really wish we could know the race, but I really wish we could know the race. But hell no, you ain't the asshole.
Nah.
Man, look, you can't. First of all, if your husband making $60,000, and it sound like she is the other lady that stay at home mom, you need to be hitting your husband up because it's not her responsibility to take care of two households.
Right.
Her name ain't on y'all lease, and then y'all name ain't on her lease, and then you opening up a mail, which is already a federal offense.
Yeah, already.
Like, god damn, like what do you look? I ain't gonna lie. I got a partner. We ain't talked in a minute, but that's still my nigga, you know. But I used to go grocery shopping for the household, and I got home one day and I was gonna cook some pork chop. I went in the freezer looking for them damn pork chop because it was on my mind all day. I texted him. I said, bro, you seen them pork chop? Yeah, I got him. I took it over such and such house. Boy, I almost lost my motherfucking mind. Like, nigga, what?
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, you know, man, look, this is for our household, so I understand. Nah, you ain't no a-hole. Fuck this. Then she getting upset because she not. Then you asking for shit that most people don't have. Like,
Right.
nobody, well, depending on what you cook, nobody just buy evaporated milk
But
or shit like that. So that's extra. Now you got to go search for it.
when I heard the grocery list, I figured out something, man. She running a at-home business, baking stuff.
Well, what it sound like?
She running at-home. Man, 3 cans of peanut butter. Man, peanut butter is $7 a jar right now. You couldn't ask me for a peanut butter sandwich
A spoonful of peanut butter.
if I know your husband is making almost 4 times as I am.
Right.
I'm single mother. No, she's not the asshole.
Right.
But she's not obligated to do anything for this woman.
Right.
Dude, that might have been our last conversation. Yeah, that might have been our last conversation.
No,
when she did.
it would have been the last after she asked me the first time. Like, no, ma'am, I cannot. Now, I could be nice enough. You want to borrow some sugar, salt, some shit that we normally keep bulks of. But no, you want me. I already got a grocery shop, looking at my wallet or whatever. Because I'm, like I said, I'm a single mother, and you want me to get extra shit. And then for the folks that said that you got Snap and EBT and all that, they ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
But at the same time, man, you got all kind of delivery service. You can use Uber Eats. You can use Instacart. I'm not going groceries. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be hard for me to go to the grocery store, and I'm in the grocery store, and one of my children call me and say, "Hey, Dad, will you pick me up such and such?" I ain't been picking up. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta pick it up? Because I'm at the grocery store.
But see,
You've been Instacart.
But that's a little different though. That's a little different. Now, if your child asks, I can understand you getting it. But this is somebody that you living next to.
But you gotta realize, my children chose to leave home. They had all kind of groceries, and I done figured out something with my children though. They still got groceries because they come over here and eat almost every day.
They just wanted you and mama to be able to walk around naked whenever y'all wanted to.
Yeah, I think that might be part of the problem too.
So,
they don't want to walk in because they used to call and say we on our way. Now we just hear the garage door come up.
That's a bad feeling when your kids walk in and hey, look.
You been there, huh?
I'd have been there on one of my brightest days, and that shit turned sad quick as hell. I can tell y'all, man. Look, I had once I started getting into the DJ game, I got some business cards made, and the lady that made my business cards sent them to at like 11:30 at night. I get them. I'm like, whoa, these motherfuckers fine. So only people I'm staying with my mom and them. Only people I can tell is them. So normally you can just walk in and shit. My folks old, so yeah, you ain't thinking no shit like this.
No, your folks old.
My folks old.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir. They older than you.
They old, man.
They older than you.
Man, I must have knocked and opened that door.
No.
What I seen, it scarred me. I'm still scarred. I ain't never told them this story, but I'm making them listen to this podcast so they can know I'm talking about their ass, y'all.
Elbows,
So I understand, man.
elbows and soles.
Nah,
Please don't do that.
I'm getting sad all over.
What you think about it, RJ? What you think? Is she the asshole?
No, she not. She's nowhere near the asshole. She kind of too nice. Cause as soon as somebody would open my mail, I'll be ready to swing on you. Yeah, ain't no way you open my mail. That's my business and my business alone. That's my house. And second of all, she a single mother. She probably budgets for her groceries.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I ain't spending no more extra money for you just cause it's you.
But it seemed like the lady ain't even grateful for what she got
Right.
from the girl, and she just constantly asking for more. Like, why aren't you leaving the house or not using the delivery service? You got 7 stores within 7 miles of the house, and all of them got delivery services, bro. Like, what the hell?
Nah, that's what I said. No, you can't call me and ask me to go do it. But like I said, it sounds like she's running an at-home business, cause people, and y'all know, man, I cook almost every day.
Right.
I don't have condensed milk in my pantry. That's not a staple that you keep.
The only time I got condensed milk if I'm gonna make a cheesecake.
But that's a
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
holiday. That's a
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
Christmas type of a deal. No, it looked like she's trying to run an at-home business, and she using her to get it. But I don't care if she getting $2,000 a month in SNAP benefits. Those $2,000 for me and my children.
Right.
You know.
So, but I'm not gonna lie, and like I said, she not the asshole, but she definitely stupid because I wouldn't have done it, man. Like, come on now, like, I know what it is to struggle as a single male trying to get ends meet, and I ain't got no kids, and I can just imagine what a woman go through with kids, and it sounds like that. If she getting weak or whatever, the baby's extra young or whatever, so that's probably, baby food.
She said baby food. Yeah, she saying all that.
Yeah, so like that what I do in my household ain't got to do with the next motherfucker. So yeah, no. Hell no, shit asshole. You stupid. You stupid for giving them for
Doing
basically funding they Thanksgiving size. You fronted they Thanksgiving size. They would have to do that shit on their own.
But you now I can say RJ used to be my neighbor.
Right.
It wasn't nothing for, hey, man, I ain't got no milk. Let me go. I'm finna make such and such. Knock on their door. Hey, man, let me get some milk. But at the same time, it wasn't nothing for RJ to be there by himself and come on, hey, I got a pack of Kool-Aid. Y'all, let me get some sugar.
Yeah.
You know, that's different.
But that's different. That's when you
Yeah.
grow a relationship with your neighbors and you know that. But it seemed like this lady was asking for stuff
And that-
I ain't gonna say every day, but like just
Just too often,
Too
especially
often,
on
yeah.
holidays.
And she not reciprocating. She not even like, hey, I can give y'all something or a weekend.
80 items. Send me an 80 item list, bro. I promise you, it's gonna be hell and repercussions for real. Cause them words like we were talking about earlier about the thing y'all all know. I got low tolerance for stupid shit. That's part of this stupid shit that I'm going off about. Nah, don't do me like that.
and it's just like it's a difference if you develop a relationship with somebody and they ask for something. But you cannot expect me to go grocery shopping and then provide for your household as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's really disrespectful.
Hey man, somebody said you got mad about sharing cereal, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, because it's only a few cereal I eat. And I want my cereal when I go in there to get my cereal. I'm going to make sure I got it, but I hardly ever eat cereal. So, I'm going to eat it before the expiration date go out, but I might not have but a bowl a week. But when I go in there, I want to see Captain Crunch. Shout out to Captain Crunch. I want to see them Captain Crunch in there.
You
Just regular with
I was just about to
berries.
say.
in it.
Nah, just regular Captain Crunch.
You know,
You are
man,
nasty.
the roof of
You-
your mouth still fucked up.
Right.
If you don't get that cereal saga, goddamn it.
Nah.
Hey,
Hey, man, I
You
love
gotta get
Captain
all
Crunch.
berries.
Give it to me.
Give me all berries every time.
I even had it
You still
when I worked
fucked
at the
up
fire
with
station. I had Captain Crunch there. It was my Captain Crunch. It wasn't for everybody else.
So, you know, I know we on the life part, but what's your, well, you already said your favorite cereal, so Captain Crunch your favorite cereal. RJ, what's your favorite cereal?
Ooh.
He gonna say some shit like Cheerio.
Nah.
See, he got
Heart Hill.
Special K.
It used to be Special K.
It
But
used to be
it
special.
It,
K.
it
is.
really
The
did.
strawberry ones.
So one Frosted Flakes, but
Hold
you
on.
fuck with Special K.
Hold
I
on.
like the. I like.
Hold on, Rockwell. This man kept Special
I
K
did.
in my pantry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good nigga.
Yeah, he kept
I used to be
Special K.
Special K when I was like in middle school, high school for sure. But right now it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I don't eat cereal like that.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is probably on a lot of folks' favorite, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite joint was honeycomb.
I think
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
I fuck with honeycombs like nobody else. I don't eat cereal as much either now because the milk don't do me well, but
Yeah, almond milk. Almond milk good.
That's right. That's right. It was. The Special K and Captain Crunch was traded.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch left my house. Special K left my house in exchange for Captain Crunch. And I
No.
never did.
You
It
got
was the other way around.
Yeah, I had a Special K and she traded for Captain Crunch.
So it's, yeah, that ain't right.
That because you got all, I think you got all berries that time.
So I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
you want to drink?
I wasn't eating it at the time. No, when I say just Captain Crunch, I don't want crunch berries. Give me Captain Crunch. I'm good.
Boy, I know you had a lot of blisters in your mouth. Captain Crunch good, now don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Nah, I was straight on it. On the real. On the real, for real.
Look, if you go to my mom and them house now with my nephews and nieces and shit there, my mama bad like she go to the bulk store, Sam Costco, and it's like buku cereal in the house. Like you can't say ain't no cereal in her cause she like I was with her the other day. She bought like 2 boxes of the big ass Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes. And you know what? I was one of them kids that had like you get Frosted Flakes and I put a little extra sugar on them.
Yeah,
Put
you
extra
had to.
Sugar.
Extra.
My-
In the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I used to like to eat it and scrape the bowl and get a little bit of sugar.
Hey
with it.
man, that sugar milk
Yeah,
at the end of that
yeah.
bowl, that's the best thing going, bro.
But my nephew, I seen this man pour half a bag of sugar in this cereal, and I was like, nigga.
On the real though, in my house it's cereal all the time. But what's the unexpected thing? It's hardly ever any milk. It's 2 of us at my house, man. We don't. I cook. I buy milk if I need it for a recipe that I'm using. I don't keep cereal around. And then the little one that come through here, little dude eat cereal dry. That man want breakfast and sausage. As a matter of fact, that man woke me up Monday morning talking about you ain't gonna fix my breakfast. He getting ready to go to school. They gonna serve you breakfast.
Right.
And man said, I want some bacon. I had to get up after bed and fix this man some bacon at the same time wondering why you at my house this early. You know what I'm saying? But he got his bacon. And that's what we have to keep around. We real breakfast food other than eggs. Because right now, man, eggs higher than giraffe fat.
Yeah,
I only buy eggs when I'm cooking with it.
you gotta get a cosigner to buy eggs nowadays.
Like, shit, we eating grits, rice, and hash browns around here for breakfast.
That's cool with me.
He said, it's cool with you.
That's a good meal. But look though, it's another one. That's why I love the life and part because we get to hear what Sandman. You know what I'm saying? It's his soapbox, man. He get to talk about whatever the fuck he want to talk about, his opinion or how he felt about something.
Dude,
The floor is yours, man.
man, I'm gonna be real. Like I told y'all, man, I got low tolerance for stupid shit. And my main moral for this week, mama's, daddy's, girlfriend. If you know these motherfuckers don't have driver's license, quit giving them your car. Man, I done probably had almost 6 wrecks this week. And it has pissed me off because every time I look at the driver of the car, I know they are teenage years. And this week has really been stressful because it's spring break in the 901. Man, they've been driving crazy as shit out here. If you know they don't have driver's license, and I'm going to say plenty of them don't have driver's license because they don't like to go to school. You got to pass a driver's test to get a driver's license. Man, I saw this dude going down Kirby the other day doing at least 100. He almost hit 3 cars. What's the purpose? I don't understand the purpose of you driving that fast and you know you don't have a license. You know you don't have insurance. You know what I'm saying? But somebody giving them the keys, and these not stolen vehicles. You know, most of the time in Memphis, you can kind of spot a stolen vehicle because it's gonna have 2, 3, 4 people in the car. These folks by themselves. Man, it's getting ridiculous, man. So that's all I can say, man. Mamas, daddies, sisters, brothers, quit giving people your car that don't have driver's license.
And look, I'm with you on that because now I done got to the age in my life to where I hate to see people speeding through parking lots. That's one of my biggest icks, dog. I really hate to see people speeding through parking lots. I be like, bro, you got kids, you got elderly people walking across, going to these stores and shit, man. Like, slow down.
No hurry to go anywhere.
Like you going fast to get to somewhere where you have to stop. That don't make sense. Like you can't just go straight. I mean, you could if you got a death wish. You can go straight out into the oncoming traffic, but you got to stop to make sure ain't no cars coming before. Anyway, what's the rush?
And another thing I hate to see, especially taking little man to school every morning, you'll see a parent drive. You'll see a parent drive the speed limit or whatever posted, 15 miles an hour or 25 miles an hour in their school zone,
Right.
until they drop their kid off. Once they drop their kid off, man, all bets off. They ass flying.
Hey, kids bad as shit nowadays, so I don't blame them. I would too, though. If I drop my child off, I'm gonna speed up out there mud. That's okay. They be like, no, fuck that.
You burn it up.
Yeah, I'm getting on up out of there.
Nah, man, that's aggravating though.
Yeah, that's
Respect
unnecessary.
everybody.
What do you think about it, RJ?
That's unnecessary. I don't know. I speed, but I don't speed like I don't hit 100. But yeah, I speed just to get the
100?
I don't need to hit 100 for nothing. I
Look.
like my life too much to be speeding like that.
Hey man, tell the story about us making that trip down south. When I realized I was going 110, man.
Yeah, he froze up on us, yo. Somebody said, man, I'm going 110. Let me slow all the fuck way down.
I'll do that when I'm like on a road trip. I might hit 100.
It was a road trip. He don't fuck with that. If he's over 100, he gonna go to speed limit. You just catch out when he catch
Yeah, I was
out.
saying I might hit 100 on accident. Like I'm just like, damn, my foot got heavy a little bit.
We actually went down south week before last. And I told them before we even pulled off, I said, hey man, I'm not going over 85. We ain't got a speed limit nowhere in our area over 70. But I told them I'm not going over 85. They didn't believe me. Man, we got on 55 South, and them jokers got them rolling. I just pulled over. I pulled over. When I say pulled over, I got in the right lane.
Okay.
Like, y'all gonna go past me. And every stop we made, I was no farther than 10 minutes behind them.
Okay.
Every stop. But when we got to our final destination, they asked me where I was. I said, hey man, I just got on interstate, such and such. We on the interstate too. I was like, why the hell y'all driving 100? If I'm right behind you and I ain't did no more than 85, and I might keep that 85, but I'm gonna be smart too because in that area you got a lot of stop sign, red lights or whatever. So, we just gotta look at it that way. I actually while driving on this second leg, I took a picture when I pulled up, and we wasn't going that fast. And I'm gonna show y'all the picture, man. I took a picture of my dashboard and my speedometer, and they told me I was lying. Now, it was no way in the hell I was lying if I took this picture while driving.
Right.
And dude, I'm telling you, going that first time, what my mom used to say all the time, make your asshole work buttonholes. Man, shit, I could have cracked a walnut with man when I realized I was going that fast, bro. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, going 100, going 100 on the highway, it ain't hard, especially when you're on the road trip, because you just been driving and driving and driving, and you ain't really paying attention. But yeah, ain't no point of doing it for real.
Yeah, you were going 88.
I was going 88 in a truck full of moon pies.
In a truck full of
Full of
moon.
moon pies.
But look, I'm going to add on to your soapbox, man, because y'all know, like I said, I drive trucks, man, and I see people day in and day out, dog, try to beat us driving, dog, and it's not that serious. Like, you can't jump in front of if I'm going 70 on the expressway carrying 80,000 pounds, you cannot jump in front of me and hit your brakes.
Yeah.
Because you're definitely asking not to make it. Like, I do my best to do defensive driving while I'm driving, especially in the big truck. Now, when I'm in my regular car, I do a little speeding or whatever because I like to get to where I'm going or whatever. But in the big truck, man, I can't even count on two hands on how many times that accidents almost happen because folks think they can. I mean, you can drive fast, and that's true. My truck only go 85. You can go faster than us, but
It's not regulated.
mine I ain't got no governor on mine, but I don't do 85 because trying to stop it like a sudden stop, shit, you gonna tear everything up right in front of you, man. So I'm with them on it, y'all.
It scares the shit out of me. I don't. Well, especially now, I ain't in a hurry to get anywhere at
Yeah.
all.
That was a good soapbox, man. Look, another one of my favorites, dog. On the laughing portion, man. What's something that has made y'all laugh this week, man?
I'm gonna go on record and I'm gonna go on air. Man, y'all quit sending me TikToks about them certain people, man. Y'all, it's a special place for y'all, man. I know the shit funny. I know that's why it's on TikTok, it's on Reel. Don't do me like that, man. I might be drinking or smoking and my nose on fire because I just spit stuff out. Y'all need to leave them folks alone, man.
Man, it ain't us, man. They be the people that post the video. We just share what we think it's funny. We just share.
Okay.
We just share, man. Damn, I'm trying to think of what I ain't laughed at this week, dog. I had so many funny moments.
I can tell
You laughed at me almost tripping over this heat over here.
I did. You almost
I saw that too. I did almost fall tonight.
Can I say what I laughed about today?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this popped up on my TikTok, but remember when the Grizzlies traded Pau Gasol for Kwame Brown and Stephen A. Smith on that rant? That's what I laughed about. I was so mad because I was a kid at the moment, but I was like, man, Pau Gasol was one of my favorite players at the time. I was mad at the time, but when Stephen A. Smith kept going in talking about this man is a scrub, I was crying. I was like, dog, that's exactly how I felt at that moment. But that haven't had me in tears for no reason at all.
But another thing that made me laugh, man. My dad, he's a real seasoned dude, man. He getting up in age, but Pops say whatever he want to say, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pops had to sit in the waiting room the other day at the doctor a little bit longer, so he really don't like going to sleep in public. So him not going to sleep, he just make jokes. Man, that man said a young man looked more like a gorilla than a monkey did.
Damn.
Dude. Hey, man. I lost it, man. Said the man looked more like a gorilla than a monkey dude.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be physically real unpleasant for somebody to come up with something like that, man.
I'm still trying to think of what I laughed at this week, man. Because like I said, I was out 3 days, so I laughed at a lot of shit this week. But I'm gonna pull a glass joke, man. I saw this. I was on TikTok and I saw this joke. I'm gonna see if y'all get it. So, what do a bungee jumper and the gay man have in common.
What does a bungee jumper and a gay man have in common?
I don't know.
That's springy.
No.
They go down.
No. That's a good one.
Y'all might not have heard that answer, man. But it was they go down. That's bad. That's bad. What's the answer, man?
Please.
They said it don't matter if the rubber break, they both in shit too deep. Hey, I don't know what TikTok it was. It was a white family. He told his grandma that joke, and I was like, bro, he did not.
Oh man, that sounds like an old granddad joke.
He did not just tell his grandma.
God,
Glad Joe, that was for you, man. Shut up, Glad Joe. Man. You weren't here to tell your dad joke, so I did one for you, man.
Talking about booty hole.
Yeah. But yeah, that probably was my most funny moment this week.
man, damn. That's one of them choking and shit coming through your nose. Smoke just went through my nose.
Boy, shit. I'm glad I wasn't driving when I read saw that shit. Man. But look though, y'all, when we finna take a small pause for the call, but when we come back to y'all, dog, we gonna tell y'all about this Elite 8 of our comedy bracket, man. So y'all stay tuned.
Folks, it's your man, Mr. Sandman from Laughing After Lifing, the one-stop shop for friends, cigars, and good times. Check us out wherever you find your podcasts or on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We drop every Friday. I hope you enjoy this episode and keep coming back for more. Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, man. We took a small pause for the calls. Like I said, y'all, we did a bracket of GOAT comedians, man, and we gave y'all the Sweet 16 last week, and we finna get into the Elite 8, man.
Hey, man, before we do that, man, we got to get a shout-out to, man, our man Justin, man, that just came in. Want to congratulate him on the podcast live. It's a boy. And
Congratulations, Justin.
This Berg in the house.
Alright, y'all, so look, we going into the Elite 8, so we gonna name off what who won the Sweet 16, and then we're gonna go from there. So at the top right now, we got Cedric the Entertainer versus Tracy Morgan. For me, I gotta go with Sid, y'all. I don't know. I like Tracy. I almost kind of put Tracy in the same category as Chris Rock. Like, really? Yeah, because sometimes his shit just don't hit to me.
Okay.
But it may be funny to somebody else.
Okay.
It does be a little dry.
Yeah, so.
But he's a good
But he's
actor.
funny, like acting wise and shit. I love him, but
Stand up.
stand up, I just couldn't ever get into him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my boy Sid too, for two reasons. To me, he funny as hell, but also he a noob. So shout out to 3 times. Shout out to Sid the Entertainer.
Yeah, it's like gonna be a clean sweep with Sid the Entertainer because I don't think Tracy Morgan funny.
Okay, so Sid the Entertainer going to the Elite 8. All right, so if we're going out with what was majority last week, we got Cat Williams against Wanda Sykes. I'm gonna go with Cat. Wanda funny as shit to me. She always has, always will be, but Cat just got that. She got that over. He got that over her. My bad, Cat. Y'all both got her and shit, so my bad.
Yeah, they both. Well, she don't have a perm anymore, but in mine, man, I'm gonna take Wanda.
What?
I done seen Wanda a couple times. Like, man, her stand-ups are off the chain, and her stand-ups talk about everything. And Cat almost done got into the political realm right now, which we don't do on Laughing After Life.
Not yet.
Yeah, nah,
I told you, remember we told them we were gonna have a political part where we're gonna let the people that's they got something to say about the political stuff that's going on. We're gonna let y'all talk and debate and
Man, dude, trying to put everybody in jail. You don't want to talk about politics over there. That man said he want everybody to oppose him in jail.
you know. RJ, who you got?
I got Cat for sure.
I said that mean.
Yeah. Cat funny. I don't watch all Cat stand-ups except I haven't been a fan of his recent stuff because, like you said, it's way more political. But all of his old stuff, hilarious. I love it. I love it. I can go back and watch it right now like I haven't watched it before and laugh and cry laughing.
Working with the monster.
So with that being said, Cat, go on to the Elite Eight. Okay.
Exactly.
This one's gonna be tough. Bernie Mac and Red Fox. Me personally, I gotta go with Bernie because I didn't see much of Red Fox shit. So I can't say I knew he was funny. I watched episodes of Sanford and Son and all that, but I have to go with Bernie Mac.
Just good luck. I'm going with Bernie Mac too. Although I have seen every episode of Sanford and Son and the spinoff of it. Man, Bernie was just real.
It's a spinoff?
Yeah.
It's Sanford. Is it?
Yeah, it's a spinoff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when Big Cal came on after Lamont left. Big Cal. But yeah, I got to go with Bernie Mac, man. Bernie Mac just real. And he just kept you laughing. He just kept you balled up.
Yeah, I got Bernie Mac too.
Unanimous.
Yeah, I know I sound like I'm repeating everybody, but
No, you
Bernie Mac.
It's your opinion, bro.
Yeah, Bernie Mac is hilarious. The milk and cookies joke turned into a whole TV show.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know
Some milk and cook.
Yeah, I don't know how you defeat that.
Him downstairs.
Downstairs. Okay, so Bernie Mac won. Then we going to the Elite Eight. So next we got, I think this is gonna be unanimous too. Samoa against Richard Pryor.
Man, shit.
Now,
Rich?
let me say this. I didn't watch much of Richard Pryor because that was a little bit before me, but I knew from what I hear of the other comics say about him, I know that he's a GOAT, so I gotta go with Richard Pryor.
Hey man, if you need to hear Richard Pryor, I got a few vinyls. Dude was off the chain. He's man, Rich is one of the GOATs, man.
I thought you was gonna say like A-Track or something, but I'm just saying.
Well, I got to go back. They might be right behind my wrestling and G.I. Joe stuff, but we got them. We got them.
RJ, who you got?
If I'm not mistaken, S'more was on Soul Plane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to think about the right person. I got Richard Pryor. I haven't seen some more stand up, so I can't say.
But she's one of the queens of comedy also, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
she's a
No,
queen
for
of
sure.
comedy.
She's
I
definitely
gotta
a
tap
queen.
in for sure, but out of respect, I'm gonna pick Richard Pryor.
Alright, y'all. So for the left side, we got Sid and Cat, and then Bernie Mac against Richard Pryor. That's for that side when we going to the
Elite Eight.
Final Four.
Yeah, that's
When we're going to the Final Four, that's who we got on this side. We're gonna go to the right side though. So right now we got Monique against Kevin Hart, and this one really tough for me because Monique funny as shit. But I gotta go with Kevin Hart because I'm a fan of goofy shit. Like I like goofiness. I like acting out what you talking about and shit like that. And I feel like Kevin Hart delivers all that shit. Cause I grew up with a nigga that was just like this. So all this shit is funny to me. So I got Kevin Hart on that one.
I'm gonna take Kevin Hart too, man. And the reason I love Monique, I love her comedy, I love her acting, but I love Kevin Hart, man, because Kevin Hart tells stories. Kevin Hart make it almost relatable, like you can visualize, stuff he's going, like the raccoon shooting at it. I can get with that.
Man, look, one of my favorite Kevin Hart joke he was talking about. He threw one of his part threw the pin at the
That's what I
ostrich.
was about to say.
Boy, that shit is funny to this day,
Head
dog.
looking this way.
Body facing this way, yeah, that shit funny. RJ, who you got?
I got Kevin Hart.
Unanimous.
He blew up. He blew up when I was in middle school, high school. So yeah, I grew up watching Kevin Hart from the start to where he is now. Monique funny. I just gotta go to Kevin Hart.
Man, look, if y'all want to know why I like Kevin Hart, go back. This is a hood classic. Go back and watch Paper Soldiers.
Hey man, you had me watch that.
Go back and watch Paper Soldiers.
He really had me watch it. It might have been during the pandemic.
Watch Kevin Hart. I mean, the whole shit funny, but just watch Kevin Hart. And look, we were talking about WWE on Tubi. That motherfucker on Tubi right now, man. Go and watch Paper Soldiers.
You had me watch that probably during the pandemic.
It was,
man.
but you was tripping.
crying.
You was laughing like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
So,
I was. Kevin Hart.
so
did.
unanimous decision, Kevin Hart going on to the Final Four. So next we got, it's another tough one though.
Yeah.
Bruce and Mr. Dave Chappelle. I gotta go with Dave because Dave gave us comedy on a show. You know what I'm saying? So we had the Chappelle show, so we was able to laugh extra hard instead of just waiting him to do stand up. So I gotta go with Dave just based off that. But Bruce has always been one of my favorite comics.
And when you look at this, man, all of them in our Sweet 16 are good. But I got to go with Dave Chappelle, too. And one of the other reasons, that man can hit every aspect of comedy. He find a joke. Just as this show is made for, you find stuff to laugh about. And that's what he did.
He did.
I'm gonna go with Dave Chappelle too. He just the show. I grew up watching the show, so that's just a plus.
And then Dave had Charlie Murphy, man. Like,
Yeah.
that shit crazy. Charlie Murphy. You know what I'm talking about? Shit like that.
The Prince skit.
Now, the Prince skit might have been, no, let me change that.
The R. Kelly skit.
Well, what was my guy when he was a member of Ku Klux Klan?
Clayton Bixby.
Yeah, Clayton Bixby. And
He had Rick James on there.
yeah. That Clayton Bixby was
He in the family with the niggers.
Yeah.
yeah, man. He did that, but he keeps doing it. That you know what I mean? He does it. He doesn't do it in a skit format no more, but he still has.
Then his stand up is still good, even to this day. He'll kill. And then I like Key and Peele, their skit show. They pretty much just ripped off him.
Yeah,
So-
because they got the skit show still
Yeah.
going.
Well, they don't. It ain't still going. Is it still going?
No.
But I know one is directing and one is acting. So, but they was a hilarious show. So I got you, Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle going on to the Final Four, man. Look, I'm kind of salty about this next one. Only because, so y'all know in the Sweet 16, it was, in the Ford bracket, it was Carlos Miller against DC Curry. Love what DC Curry do, but I'm a fan of the 85 South Show.
We
I'm
know.
a fan of Carlos Miller, so I had Carlos Miller winning it, but Glass Joe and Mr. Sandman beat DC Curry. So, Carlos, I had you going to the finals, but I just want you to know that if you ever lose to this motherfucker. But on the next go around, we got DC Curry against Mike Epps.
I say DC Curry.
I gotta go with DC Curry. Nothing against Mike Epps. I love Mike Epps. Acting wise, I feel like he more funnier acting than he is doing stand up. So that's why I gotta go with DC Curry.
And I'm gonna agree with you. I gotta go with DC. I'm a fan of DC, man, because once again I like comics that tell stories. And this man will make a story. He made the story about the restaurant and the flies and all that. Hey man. But at the same time, who was his dad in Friday? I mean, he was Day dad in Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was over Epps then.
Yeah.
And the man doing it.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I'm gonna pick Mike Epps because I seen Mike Epps more than I seen DC Curry. My introduction to DC Curry was Friday, so I haven't seen his stand up or anything like that. So I gotta tap into that. So I'm picking Mike Epps.
Yeah, we gonna have to bring you in and show you some of this. But you know what? I didn't realize y'all. Everything that I laugh at, y'all might not laugh at. But when that man went to the restaurant, that man went to the restaurant and had the screen door with no screen on it. You know, you make your camera lose it, bro. For real.
So DC Curry is going to the Final Four. Oh, this next one gonna be tough. Got two goats, man. It's rough. Eddie Murphy and Robin Harris. Alright, it's tough. It's tough, but me personally, I gotta go with Eddie Murphy. Only because I'm one of them. I'm a little bit younger than most of y'all that might be listening to this shit. I seen more of Eddie Murphy than I did Robin Harris as far as stand up. As far as stand up.
Hey man, R.I.P. to Robin Harris. His career wasn't long enough.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
His career wasn't long enough. He was definitely a genius in the game. He was funny. He did it all. He did the acting. He did all that. But Eddie been around. Eddie don't do enough stand up anymore. But his stand up in the past that holds a lot of weight. So I'm going with Eddie.
Yeah, I'm going with Eddie too. Eddie's, I just seen him in movies and as stand up. Only thing I seen from Robin Harris, I believe, is I seen House Party, and I seen Baby Kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I haven't seen any of his stand up. So yeah, that's before my time. So I'm gonna choose Eddie Murphy.
Check that out. So Eddie Murphy going to the Final Four, man. Tune in next week to see who gonna be. What's after the Final Four?
The championship game.
The championship game, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to that.
You gotta realize next week we're gonna do 2 brackets.
Next week we gotta do 2 brackets.
Or maybe 3. Do you follow women's college basketball like we do?
Not like I do, but I don't. Let's say that. Like I'm more tuned in this year than I was last year.
Well, let me get a real shout out to the other love of my life, Dawn Staley, on her future national championship coming up. She gonna win another one, and we going.
Dawn, please come get this nigga. But yeah, man, that was our bracket, man. So we're gonna go right into our next little topic, man. We be trying to keep up with the Joneses, man, and what everybody watching and what everybody, what I'm saying, what they looking at on TV or whatever. Y'all got any new shows y'all check out or that y'all into now? I know it's probably still the same because, unless y'all binge watching.
For me, it's still the same, man. I'm going with Beyond the Gate, man. Y'all gotta check that out. Beyond the Gate is off the chain as a new soap opera, and they just killing the ratings. And it's about well-to-do black people, but the well-to-do black people got the same drama that folks in South Memphis got. They off the chain on that. They got gunplay. They got Tunica that came into play on there. They got gambling problems. They got gunplay. They got all that. It's off the chain, man. So I'm just asking y'all to check it out.
And it's called Beyond the Gates.
Beyond the Gates.
RJ, you work just like me, so you probably ain't catching up on those shows like that.
Yeah, I'm mostly watching.
So what you saying, man?
RJ, you just like me, man. So you probably ain't catching up on shows like this. So
yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV shows, but I've been trying to go back and watch some shows. I've been watching like Breaking Bad.
Wait a minute,
you
hold
going
up.
back.
Let me
I'm
ask you
going
though. You went back and started watching Game of Thrones, didn't you?
Yeah, I haven't listened to the last 2 episodes.
Oh shit, man, that's something we gotta talk about.
See, and my catching up, if I had to catch up, the Sons of Anarchy, man, I love it. That's off the chain, but
Yeah, that Game of Thrones.
that becomes a little bit political too, so I don't really want to get into it. No, Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay. I heard that was good too.
Cause you see a lot of that flag that we ain't real happy about, but they off the chain. They are true gangsters
Yeah.
on that.
Hey, check this out, man. Did y'all know Lamont and Red Fox used to tote guns on set?
I saw it, but my question was, did they really film in Compton or the Watts?
They really filmed in Watts.
Well, what I'm looking at, man, they said during the interview with Comedy Hype News, Desmond Wheeler said he never did an episode where he or Red weren't strapped. He said it was because they were in front of a live audience, in front of 400 people. I guess he was not taking the chance of getting caught lacking. It's basically what it was.
I understand
But
you
that's
watch.
cause like,
You ain't watch
what?
it.
So Sanford and Son came out and what? Y'all,
I want to say 73, 74,
Yeah.
72.
that's when shit was still black and white, sound like. So
But it was the Watts. El Segundo, the Watts.
And right after the Wireless too.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
Oh, right.
But I couldn't. When I saw that article, I was like, man, in the 70s you would carry. But they knew they surrounded.
they're just like me. I could be in front of 2 motherfuckers and I got my gun on me, so I can understand 400 motherfuckers. So
I get you. I get you.
hey,
But in certain places, you know you shouldn't carry that thing, right?
I carry it everywhere. If I can't take my gun in, I ain't going. So they said it aired from January
So that's
14th.
why Justin don't go to church. Cause you got your gun.
It may be. Ain't nobody finna jump my preacher without me throwing out a couple rounds.
Hey. It aired when?
Hold on, you got me throw it out. January 14, 1972 to March 25th, 1977.
So 72 to 77.
I wasn't even thought of
And
that.
then that's when the spinoff came, when Cal came in and Demond Wilson left.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it came off for, but at the same time, it was when they had an issue with another show overseas trying to do the same thing.
Damn.
Yeah, they had an issue with another show doing.
I'm glad we talking about TV though, man, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a little minute now because it's something that's viral. It go viral every time they drop a video. The Jennifer Hudson show, man.
I love it.
When all these celebrities walk down, like whatever you want to call it, or right before they get into the show, the hallway, I think that's some cool ass shit for them to make up a song for everybody
They
that
come in.
on.
I love it.
But my question is though, if it was y'all, what dance y'all doing going down that motherfucker?
I ain't doing no dance. I'm taking my cane and I'm spinning off of Mr. Scarface.
Nah, he throwing bows.
You can't pick your song. They made a song for you, so what you saying?
Oh, okay, well I'm coming down spinning.
He throwing bows.
No, I'm spinning the cane.
Yeah, you gonna say ski week? Oh, that ain't y'all. My bad. I keep forgetting, man. My bad, man. I keep forgetting, man. My bad. I'm just.
Yeah. That's I'm gonna throw the yo. The bro gonna know it.
But look, is it like a modern day Soul Train line type thing that you think they doing? It kind of.
I don't know because, like I said, everybody that steps in, they got a whole song. They dancing.
They dancing their ass off.
They've done the routine, but it's not the same routine that the person walking down the thing doing.
Right.
So I can't say it's a soul.
I did notice though, like certain celebrities have less people there. Like I think the most recent one I saw before we started recording was Carlton Alfonso Ribeiro. I think that's his name.
He did a little dance.
He didn't do his dance, but he was, he already a dancing ass person anyway. So
Yeah.
they call it the spirit tunnel.
Is that what it? Man, it's.
Hey,
off the
but
chain.
it's dope though. I feel like that get you ready to go ahead and do your interview. I feel like it hype you up as the person that's gonna get ready and being on air in front of millions of people. I feel like that's some cool
But
shit.
straight-
I haven't seen the show per se because they always you gonna get it on TikTok, you gonna get it on Reels. Do they air it before the show? Do they air the walk before the show, or they?
I don't know if they air the walk, but they whatever. Yeah.
It's on TikTok. Oh,
They
man.
definitely, well, it's on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, because I see it on Facebook now too. But
Yeah, on the reels. I
but
like it.
yeah, they definitely. I want to say as soon as they shoot it, the show be up the next day, if not that day, because like I've definitely seen somebody walk down and then clicked on another link or something, and then they doing the show or whatever. So
Yeah,
like I ain't got no favorite one. I just think it's all dope, bro, to just hype me up while I'm finna get ready and go be on set with Jennifer Hudson.
For sure.
Cause they even do Jennifer Hudson like that.
Oh, really?
And I don't think she even be knowing sometimes that even though it's her show, she come out her dressing room and they be like, damn, I don't know the little cadence or whatever they do, but
yeah. Now, like I said, everybody got their own song. They do it, and it's fly. It's fly. They don't care who the guest is. They come in and they make it look good.
I'm gonna tell you one I didn't like though, and it pissed me off.
Who is that?
And we're gonna talk about it probably another pod, but Lil Real,
I
the
didn't see
comedian,
that.
Lil Real.
Yeah,
Now he went on the show. You know, the man lost a whole bunch of weight, and the nigga looked sad. Lil Real, I love your acting and comedy, but you just look so sad to me. And I, in my mind, because I'm a big nigga, I was like, why it seem like when big folks lose weight, they be sad, man? Like he was so uncoordinated and everything. It's just.
You scared to lose weight?
Nah, I ain't scared. Yeah. Cause I don't want to look like
Damn,
Randy
look.
Jackson.
Yeah, he's small though.
Damn, he look.
I don't want to look like Randy Jackson, man.
Randy
Oh,
just
that's
like
He look like
Randy
he enjoying the
Jackson.
moment.
No,
to
he
me.
don't, man. Look at that man. Look at
Does
that
it-
man.
Why you throwing shots at Randy?
Man, I'm
Jackson?
watching the video
I'm not
right
throwing
now.
shot-
He look like he enjoying the
I'm
moment.
not throwing
bro.
no. He looked awkward, man. He looked like he
He
wasn't
do look
ready.
awkward.
He looked awkward as
Well,
shit.
you want Big Real.
No,
Big Lil Real to come down.
I want somebody to be genuinely happy when they walk down. Like if you look at everybody else, they be like, "Oh shit, now let me hit my best move coming down." He look like, damn, I ain't Big Real no more. What can I do?
If he would have threw it up and caught it.
But he even did that shit awkward as hell. He threw it up and then his catch was crazy as a motherfucker.
He
So
might not have rhythm.
he black, man. All black folk got rhythm. I don't care what you talking about.
No.
Hey,
All
hey,
black folk got
Some
rhythm.
people-
Your producer don't have much.
She can't sway and
Put
clap.
on a church song. I bet she got rhythm.
She can't sway and clap.
Yeah. In the choir stand, she was smacking herself in the choir stand. But
But that's one that pissed me off.
on the
'cause I
real,
was
man, like I said, man, Jennifer Hudson get 4.4 million views a week. And that's what they looking at. They looking for their intro. You know what I'm saying? Her show, I'm not into all that.
Okay,
you know.
so let me ask you this: so we on TV shows and movies and shit. What would you call Jerry Springer? Jerry Springer was like a reality TV show. Or what would you call it?
I think it was more acting, but
So
I-
if you had to pick out of shows like Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, Maury, Montel Jordan, even Steve Wilkos, and all of them, what would you pick? And what was your number one show? Like something that you just had to tune in. Like I know when I got out of school at a certain time, once if I made it here, I was able to watch Jerry Springer from here to here.
Jerry. I'd pick Jerry Springer.
Yeah, me too.
And you know what? Because they were going to fight. And it was going to be a fight you knew that was
Nah, you
coming.
know what I want to see? I want to see that one chick that just ran out the back and the cameraman had to hold that camera. Yeah.
It sound like Mar.
No, that
Was it Jerry or was it Mar?
it might have been both, to be honest.
They say it's called daytime live
They
reality.
ain't fight. They ain't fight no more.
But
No, I'm talking about when
I'm
the
sorry.
chick found out. Nah,
I
it might be
lied.
Mar. It might be Mar. Because when she found out,
Like the
Yeah.
motherfucker that was scared of olives. Y'all seen the episode of Mar?
scared of olives.
She was scared of olives, and they brought a jar of olives out there. That motherfucker lost her mind.
Nah, I think about Mar. My bad.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you. See, that's how into
See-
them type of shows I was, man. I had to catch Maury. I had to catch. But you know what? I wasn't a fan of like and I like them, but the judge shows like Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown, all that. I liked them, but I feel like I feel like that was where they was kind of stretching the acting.
But see,
Yeah.
what I told y'all earlier, man, my pop's seasoned, man. Dude, a little bit up in age, that man will not miss paternity court for nothing. He's gonna watch paternity court every day, and I was like, Pop, I don't care who the dad is. I really don't care.
I used to though.
You used to watch paternity court
No,
like
like
that?
who's the dad? Like, and then you get the ones. Look, you get the ones where the lady done slept with about 5, 6
I was
people.
gonna say,
So
about 3-4 dudes.
you get on there, you are not the father. She just run to the bag and all that
No,
shit.
that's not paternity court.
Well,
That's mine.
that's Mario, but still, they be wanting to run. They can't run it.
Yeah, because the judge on paternity court, Lauren Lake, be like, well, we'll bring the next dad in. Like, no, don't do that.
I'm gonna tell you why I fuck with Marvin too though, because like on them shows where they be like, my kids are running wild, and then you had that one white child be like, yeah, my mom's a bitch, and I eat bubble gum and have sex to get on her fucking nerves. You be like, what? Like, where the fuck that come from?
All I need is a reincarnation of my mama just to come on there and just snatch the hell out of her for real.
No, you know what show that I used to laugh that Moody used to watch?
What's that?
Cheaters.
Ah, yeah.
My daddy
That man
still
used to
watch
watch
this
that.
shit.
Yeah, man, Cheetah was funny.
Cheetahs
Same
get on
man
my
used to watch
nerves
Cheaters,
because
and I used
it's
to be like, why are you watching this show?
It was funny. I wasn't watching for the reality. I was watching for the funny part because,
oh, so that's what you been doing.
for the reality. Like, what the hell? You got a video, but you still want to go see dude, and they ain't gonna really let you fight. Why you want to go see him? All I have to see, man, just give me the video.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the first time I feel like in my life where I became a man. I was visiting. I was spending the night in my cousin's house, and we went and got a haircut. Well, they went and got a haircut the next day. I rode with them.
You going to get one tomorrow, ain't you?
Shut your ass up. Yes. Shout out to T Cuts.
Yeah.
But
T-Cuts, man, you need to make a house call.
but look, we in the barber shop, man. They got Jerry Springer on the TV, and I'm talking about all the dudes in there tuned in too. I'm talking about everybody. I can't remember exactly what they were talking about. I remember an old girl walked out from the back, and she was like, "You been sleeping with my man?" And I'm talking about, she drew back, falls her hand and go, smacked shit out the girl. And that was real. The whole barbershop, I'm talking about me included. Oh, shit. God damn. I said, I'm a man. I got tuned into some shit. Hey, that's when I feel like I was grown a little bit.
That you actually witnessed that happen.
I saw it live. Well, it might not have been live, because, Jerry Springer used to come on twice.
Oh,
It was pre-recorded.
man, I'm sorry. I was listening and heard it wrong. I thought you witnessed it in the barbershop. Like you in the barbershop and somebody walked in.
I was in the barbershop watching Jerry Springer.
Oh, no. I thought you were in the barbershop and somebody walked in and did that.
Y'all want to know another one of my favorite segments on this shit? And y'all gonna laugh at me. Fuck all y'all. When the micro people came out. Hey, they be like, I'm in love with your cousin, and then a micro person walk out the back. You be like, nigga, you in love with him?
Are you serious, man? You did this again.
Bro, them my people. I be wanting to meet them.
Man, you got RJ snorting this shit. Man, you got to be.
Them are my people. Them are my folks, dog. I just want y'all to know. Only reason I don't have a micro person friend, because I don't know where they stay at in Memphis.
You think they stay in the same house?
No, it's a community of them. I've always told it's a community of them. It's just like gypsies and all them stay in the same community. So I feel like all micro people stay in the same community. Just like you don't go to the store and see an albino person. All of them stay in one community.
For real, they got like Little People Town or something like that.
It's just like I was out. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, and this for everybody that's from Memphis. They can.
Do they live in tiny homes?
Y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that little subdivision right there next to the driver's license place on Shelby Drive.
Yeah.
They
I
say
used
that's
to
where
work
they
over
say
there,
that's where the gypsies in the micro people stay at.
Oh, I ain't never seen a micro person, but I used to make a few over there. Man, them folk live in large. They live in large for real. You ain't, you ain't gonna go over there and see no Prius.
Micro people live in large.
You fucked up for saying micro people live in large. Y'all are though.
No, I did not. I was saying the gypsies.
Oh my bad.
I was saying the gypsies live in large. Come on, man, you tripping for real.
It's crazy, bro. I don't know how y'all don't like micro people, bro. Them folks just look so fun and just yeah. Like, come on now.
If one
It's
man,
almost like a baby, but they grown, but you can pick them up.
Put them on your hip.
man,
You can do
dude,
that.
and you going to church Sunday? That's messed up, man.
And we don't have any micro people at church.
You going to church Sunday, man?
So if anybody tune in to this and can tell me, y'all can hit me up on my socials, man. It's DJ Rock. When you type in and I'll pop up. I just want to meet like a community of them. Like
Laughing at the life at gmail.com.
I just want to meet them and like I can advocate for them. Like whatever they want me to do, you know, we can raise money. I could throw them in the air, whatever the case you want, whatever it is.
So now you want to do the okay? No.
Man, them folks.
I'm not
have
getting
fun.
into that, man. God, you got to be
Them
tripping.
folks
Bro.
have a little bit of fun.
You got to be tripping.
Sorry, guys.
You God. I thought the wrestling was no. Okay, you just threw that in there. And you just didn't. Damn.
Y'all crazy. Man.
Golly, I don't even know. I'm gonna need another cigar. This is some bullshit, right? This man just came. Ah. And you have no fear. No fear. Do you remember on Martin when dude came, when the music gang came to get them?
Who? Micro.
The micro people gang came to get Martin.
Yes.
Do y'all remember that? You enjoyed that episode,
I'm
didn't you?
okay with that. I am one with them.
They had a micro gang. How you do that? What sect they from? You know what I'm saying? Devin, you on the hill for them.
I am not.
We gotta hit that one out. I called you by your
It's
name.
good.
Cause you really got me tripping with the micro.
Oh, I'm trying
Bro,
to.
yeah, I just don't. I don't know how y'all be.
Now let
leaving
me
them.
ask you a question.
Okay.
Can a micro woman wear a miniskirt?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, nah, he was talking about us earlier, and he gonna make that joke.
Right.
This is a question, man. I just need to know the answer. Cause y'all tripping, man, for real. Yeah, y'all tripping.
Hey man, look, we gonna slide right into the next topic though, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that one. This something we kind of strayed away from, but when I realized that Sandman earned his drawers and socks and stuff, I feel like it's appropriate to talk about it now. Man, y'all know how we watch the red carpet and all these different Oscars, Grammys, BET Award, whatever the case you want it to be. And we be looking at these folks like, man, these folks fly as shit. One person come to mind, and because bro always fly as hell.
Hey man, dude,
Carmen Domingo, man.
that man off the chain.
Carmen Domingo.
That man is off the chain. His attire is on point.
I'm sorry, I said Coleman Domingo. If y'all don't know who he is, man, he was Mr. in the 2023 musical adaptation of Color Purple. He played in If Beale Street Could Talk, the Netflix series The Madness. Played in The Butler. And they say he'll be co-chairing this year's Met Gala.
Man,
Bro, if we can put pictures up on how fly, and I got another question after we get through talking about him, but we're gonna talk about him for a minute, and then I'm gonna ask my question.
but I'm gonna be real, man. I think I could dress pretty well I don't really get into all that dude does, but he don't disappoint.
So let me ask you though, why you earn your draw? What does that do for you as a like getting dressed? What?
You want that crease on
I
the
do not iron my underwear, but I iron everything I put on because I was raised in the household that you had to. You could not
Except
come out-
underwear.
you could not go outside wrinkled and live in my dad's house. My dad bought starch by the case, and he bought starch by the case for a reason. I could go in my backyard where it was a basketball goal to shoot basketball. I better not be wrinkled in my dad's yard. You had to iron. I iron daily. Now I iron jogging pants. I iron t-shirts. I iron it all.
You iron jogging pants.
I iron jogging pants, bro. I don't go out the house wrinkled. When I travel, I'm gonna take a steamer and starch with me everywhere I go.
I stay with a nigga that buy a can of starch every day.
Hey, that's what it's.
That
it's
shit is
necessary.
crazy to me.
It's necessary, man.
It make fucking sense.
But I guess it's because y'all, what y'all sounds, kiwi, do what y'all do. I'm sorry. Look, y'all.
You just keep coming for it, though.
But this put me in the mind of, and y'all hear me out, man. Studs. Why does it always seem like studs be fresh than the motherfucker, dog?
No, they don't always, because I promise.
Some do though.
Man, I was in the store the other day behind the girl, and man, I was so irritated. She had on sweats, like a sweatsuit, but she had her hands down in her pants like a dude. That pissed me off.
Talking about like holding the nuts or something?
Yeah, man, dude. Cause it really let me know when she pulled her hands out, her fingers was stinking.
How you know it was stinking though?
Yeah, no, it was something. She might have been scratching.
Don't paint that picture for them. It might not have been stinking.
She might have been scratching. I don't know what she shouldn't have been touching it. That aggravated me.
Hey yo.
That aggravated me because, hey man, live your life, do what you do. But you ain't really got to imitate us to that point. Yeah, they aggravate me to see a dude with his hand in the pants. Al Bundy really the only dude we really supposed to see. This is the way he sit. And then because on the show, he wasn't using this shit.
When I was reading it, man, I just thought about, because, you know, when my first get into of DJing, man, I used to DJ for a bunch of gay women. And they had their whole thing going on. I used to be like, man, these motherfuckers
Oh,
fresh.
they be dripped up.
And I'm talking about big, small, you know, I'm a hefty guy. And I be like, where the fuck y'all find these clothes in? Like, you bigger than me and you fresh as hell. Like, these folks be,
So does hefty include your hair?
don't get off, because you got your ball spot showing. Tried to play me out.
Honestly, man, that really ticked me off the other day. When I said, like, why does she have her hands in her pants like that? And when she walked out the store, she still had her hands in her pants because she wasn't the one buying stuff. She was with somebody else. It, like, rubbed me the wrong way, man. You're going to be a stud, be a stud. But at the same time, don't emulate everything, you know, a man does. Because you ain't going to
Don't what? Everything?
emulate.
That's a word. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to
He using big words.
I
Yeah.
had to hear the word again.
Yeah, but don't do that. That really rubbed me the wrong way. I felt some kind of way like that. I made a phone call when I left the store. Like, why did she do that? Why was she standing up there like that?
All right, so boom, check this out. Go my next question. Y'all know I got shit on my mind that I got to get out. You standing in the store, wherever you at, restaurant, whatever. A stud walk up to you and say, hey, man, hey, big dog, you kind of cute. Say if you was a single man, I know you're married. If you're a single man,
It's a woman. At the end of the day, it's a woman.
but what if she look just like you?
Now, well, I think I'm cute. I'm a noob, so that means she cute. So, yeah, it's a woman. You forgot about that part.
Look, I used to
I'm pretty on my right side.
and you pretty on your left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if she,
Ski-wee.
if she
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm done. I'm sorry. That's my last time doing it, my bad. Look,
Bros, y'all listen to it.
Look.
I'm gonna give y'all his phone number. Just hit me up.
Just know I got a gun. Look, I used to work at a warehouse, man. I was a lead. You know, I hired a little stud. I go, like, motherfucker look just like me. Faded. Well, not right now because I ain't got no haircut. But back then,
I was gonna say.
hey now, hey, we're not talking about right now. But she was faded. You know what I'm saying?
Why is your producer grimacing? she grimacing. Right?
She had a fade in,
Get him off
earrings
of there.
in,
Get
or
him off of
whatever.
there.
And then look, one day, man, I gave her a scanner and gave her work, and she was like, "Thank you, Dave." And I was just like, "Whoa!" I said, "What's that? Like, what just happened?" She just walked off and started switching. I'm just like, I think she liked me. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, man. I know it's early in the year and we really can't get into it. All I'm gonna ask you to do is when you get the opportunity to go to a WNBA game and you gonna be mesmerized. And you know what they are.
Yeah.
And you know they don't want you, but you looking at them like, God. And I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the fans that attend the game. Be like, where all the dudes at? Because I remember back in the day, man, my dad used to tell me it was 7 dudes it was 7 women to every 1 man. And with all the other gender specializing men, they made it like 10, 11 to 1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go to one of them games, you be like, golly. But their haircuts be fresh. They barbers off the chain. But if they
And
got
that's
short,
what I'm saying. It seems like the studs be chopped better than we do, dressed better than we do, and you just be like, how?
well, you gotta realize, man, it's about the way you want your appearance to be. On the real. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I know we talking about fashion, but this is another question I got on my heart.
Yeah, but you ain't saying nothing, and I'm sitting up here in a suit today, making this podcast.
Yeah, you sitting there with a suit. You almost bald. You doing your thing. I'm glad you finally coming into yourself, man. You was trying to wear the hair so long.
It's coming back.
No, it ain't. Your hair only grew like an inch or 2.
That's all I wanted it to grow.
Nah, you was trying to do a little bit more. Don't make me go get it.
We gonna have to bring my barber on the set one day and let him explain to you what I do.
Look, y'all, this finna go totally off fashion. But
Let me prepare myself, cause
Don't say it.
let me prepare myself.
you know what? You know what?
Don't do it. Just, I'm prepared. I put my drink down, so I ain't speaking.
Alright, so check this out. Have y'all ever, like, I was at a point in time in my life to where she got a little low and I was still nimble and shit. So I thought about stripping. But check this out. Check it out. Check it out. Before y'all keep I thought about stripping. But it was gonna only be for like nursing home, retirement parties for like women that retire from a job, divorce parties for women. And you know, like, where, you know, not the bare minimum, like, you don't have to do much. But they just want to see a nice young man oiled up.
I tell you, where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Are you serious?
Man, look, you gotta know, I done grew up in the age to where we used to go to the club and niggas used to have synchronized dances for the women.
Well, I guess that's like the skating, right?
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
like-
about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
But I took that and was like, man, if I could do that for a retired woman
Why you gotta go to retirement?
or a nurse, yeah, because you got to do it for folks that don't expect much.
I would say I see divorced women.
But retired women, fool, like, you got to look at it. They don't want much. They retire. They just want to have a good time. They're not gonna expect you to do much. Like, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them niggas that just go slide on my head and do a split. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to get them folks pension money.
Right.
all that, man. Like,
Retirement homes, though?
yes, bro. Do you know how much money you can get if you go to a retirement home and the women come out and you do something to make them happy? Them folks don't be broke, bro. Them folks they in there because they got money.
So you gonna dolphin dog in that joint?
I'ma do what I can do. And see, that's why I try to look, y'all. Long story short, the only reason RJ, we call him CDP.
Nah, put me in there.
We call him CDP because I wanted a partner because I was like, man, if I'm getting all this money, I could bring somebody else on. And you know, my name back in the day was Chocolate Dump Cake. So we got RJ, Chocolate Dill Pickle. I feel like this shit would have went hand in hand. I would have went on first, did my thing, but like, y'all think it's over? Here comes CDP and then, you know, he do his thing. Bro, we could have had the older women. Bro, we could have had the older women community popping.
Freeze up. I did not know that was your name.
I ain't tell you because you wouldn't have joined if I would have told you my name.
I'm sure wouldn't have. Still ain't gonna do it.
You wouldn't have joined, so it's okay.
but that's hilarious.
But nah, man, that's some shit I be thinking about, dog. Like, I be having to get all this shit out of my head because, like, I legit think about shit like that. Talking about, bro, you can go in there, but what the fuck you got that social security check?
I feel you. That's why I said.
Oh, well, especially they was in the military or some shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
They get 100%. Nigga, you gonna get paid.
To do what you talking about.
Skrill.
You giving true
Skrill,
brickleberry.
goddamn.
You giving true brickleberry.
I don't even know what a brickleberry is, but yeah, I'll give it to him. And then I was gonna wear tighty whities. I wasn't gonna wear like a thong with no shit. It was gonna be tighty
Man,
whities.
you gonna be walking around with knots all over your ass. They gonna be throwing quarters like
I'm catching all that shit.
We're gonna be walking around with one of them damn corn dispensers on the side.
We accept the kind of money that
I
you
want to go out there and see a motherfucker, especially if you got a moo on, man. It's just something about a moo dog. I don't give a
So
fuck.
you gonna start your show in a man move.
No, I'm not gonna be in the mood. But if you go, like, if I go to a retirement home, they be like, "Ladies, we got a surprise for you," and then I come out there and I start grinding and, hey,
It ain't enough units in 901 for them to go get the motherfucker they gonna need.
man, if
I'm glad
they,
that went out your head.
if they can have pregnant strippers with bullet holes and all this shit, man,
Yeah.
micro strippers.
See, there y'all go again with the micro people, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, golly. Look,
And then, like, I had you saying, man, on standby, because you know CPR and all this shit. So
Oh,
if one of them
okay.
motherfuckers go in the shop, you can bring me back to life, and they start back throwing dollars, bitch.
but you know, it's been said retirement communities have the highest cases of STDs.
I ain't say I was gonna do none of the other shit with them. See, now you going off the left.
You already getting a change. You might as well do something strange.
No. I didn't say none of that.
You already getting a change.
I was just gonna roll this stomach and let them rub it a little bit,
Hey, right.
shake a little Peter Whacker in their face, and then keep on going.
Them ain't gonna have all kind of knots all over everybody. Oh, go here, bang, and you know your boy trying to get rid of the pennies, so you gonna be dined up like a motherfucker. You go right there.
All you gotta say is, man, who threw that quarter? I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's it.
You go there and do a like. What if it's like
Hey man, the first time somebody,
Keno money.
first time one of them motherfuckers throw a girdle at you, you gonna suffocate. They gonna smother the shit out you with a girdle.
You be like, Miss Gertrude, it's your birthday, baby. Watch this.
Oh shit!
That motherfucker pull out a peppermint, put it in her mouth.
Stop,
and
man!
shit.
Please stop.
Come here, Miss Gertrude. Let me show you something.
Hey
You gonna rock that woman word.
man, somebody said Gertrude gonna be throwing peppermints at your ass.
I'm gonna throw them back.
Butterscotch.
I was gonna say strawberry candy.
They gonna be eating his ass with butterscotch. Yeah.
She was like, "Go together. We gotta go back to the room."
See? What did I just say? What I just...
I'm gonna check a record.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Nah, man, I'm silly as a
Hey,
motherfucker.
man, you gotta laugh about life, man.
You got to, man. This is what keep life easy a little bit, man. You gotta laugh about this shit. Hey, but you know, this one thing I struggle with. This goddamn splurging, man.
Facts.
It's hard for me to save a damn dollar. I don't give a damn what I'm doing, man. What? This week, even though the month just started, this month, what y'all been splurging on, man? Like, is it something that's excessive to your spending habits or something that you've been doing?
That's the beauty of being retired. I ain't gotta go nowhere. I spend money when I leave the house. We boycotting certain things. Amazon, I'm a fan of Amazon, but Amazon got nothing the last 7 days. So I wasn't shopping. I wasn't doing none of that. I save money by staying at home. Try staying at home sometime.
I do stay at home, but I'm just saying though, Amazon and
Quit
shit.
buying eggs. Quit buying eggs.
I'm an egg eating ass nigga. It's kind of hard to stop buying them.
Yeah,
man.
with the motherfucker $9.99 a dozen.
What I'm finna start doing is just taking. I'ma steal one, put that in my pocket. When I get back to the house, put it back in the refrigerator.
I promise the next motherfucker out here, they say egg somebody's car at their house, that motherfucker need to get a felony. Cause
I'm gonna be outside catching them. I heard somebody said on the Breakfast Club the other day, they were like, man, eggs so high.
No, we're not supporting the Breakfast Club.
Yes, we are.
No, we're
I
not.
fuck with the Breakfast Club. You can't say that.
No, I'm not gonna. See,
You don't. You don't.
See how your studio audience looking at you like, hey, no, we
You
not.
not the one looking at me crazy. But somebody said on the Breakfast Club, man, eggs so high that she met a man that was selling chicks, little chickens.
Mm-mm.
I'm finna do that. I'm finna give me a female chicken and a rooster, and we're gonna see what we can do.
But you know how long it'll take a chick to grow into a chicken?
No.
And then lay eggs.
Y'all don't
No,
know
because
either.
my niece is really doing it. She done built a hen house. Really, she already got a farm tilted.
She
What
single.
is it? I
Is she
said
single?
tilled. I said tilled it. Tilled. She already got a farm tilled and all that. But she building a hen house. And like, talk about buying chicks. No, you can't do that shit.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
No.
Why you can't buy no chickens?
No, I said
Yeah.
chicks.
Yeah.
Chicks, chicken, ain't it the
You
same
buy a
shit?
chicken. Yeah, but one
That's
is
like-
younger than the other, so one gonna take longer to grow and then
Well,
lay
you
eggs.
get a full grown chicken and then
That's like planting a damn tree. Just wait on that something to grow.
it's not that long. That process ain't that long.
Hey man, what's she doing? Oh, I know now. I know now. Fuck with my emotions just then. I was trying to figure out what was going on. No, but honestly, I did see a TikTok, another one. Dude went to get a haircut and he asked dude how much the haircut was after he got his haircut. Dude said $100. The man brought out a dozen eggs. And dude said, oh, I'm gonna need 3 of them. You know, he just gave the barber 3 eggs. That was a haircut.
Eggs that high, man. Eggs that high.
Not doing it. Not doing it. My dad asked me other day to get him some eggs from, one of the bulk stores.
Mm-hmm.
And I called him. I said, hey, Pop, these eggs, 35.67 a case. Oh, I'm going to need 2. I was like, damn. Like, damn, 2. That man had 15 dozen eggs and he lived by himself. I was like, man, what the hell you doing with these eggs? But I'm going to let it go. Because then when I went to take them to the house, I opened the refrigerator to put the eggs in it. Wasn't no room for the eggs that I bought, but he had a carton of 24 already in.
There might be a question you don't want answered. Just let him have his eggs, man.
That man asked me for 15 dozen eggs.
See?
And 15 dozen eggs cost $72. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Check this out, man. We hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. Y'all come back next week. We only getting better. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and share on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Our Facebook is up and running. Our Instagram is up and running. Just look up Laughing Out the Life, man. Hit the follow and like button, and we'd love to hear from y'all.
Shout out to our producers. Appreciate it, RJ, for sticking in with us.
Shout out to
Appreciate
our
the cousin
producer,
Pooh.
man.
Appreciate your cousin Pooh for
We
coming.
couldn't have
hanging out
did this
with us.
without y'all, man. Y'all really been helping us with us, man. Just look, make sure y'all interact on our socials, man. And when we see it, the next episode, we're gonna talk about it, man. So, with that being said, we just tuned in to another episode of Laugh at the Life, and we appreciate y'all.